Live from Barstool HQ in the heart of New York City, it's time for another edition of Stool Streams. Today, the War of 54 continues as 12 players step inside the Triple S for Jenga bragging rights, and it all starts right now. That one out to create our second Tittleman's Crest. We will have the two best words in Jenga. A hanging tower just 5 blocks in.
You're definitely the most professional Jenga announcer I've ever heard.
Right. And that's the Jenga! That's a Jenga! 29 blocks in the books! And that's it! Marty Moshe Jenga! Welcome back to the Triple S in New York City for a great Wednesday afternoon ahead of Jenga. He's Jeff D'Lo. I'm Jake Marsh. Thanks for joining us for Stool Streams 5. And Jeff, it's the 5th overall Stool Streams, but the 3rd consecutive Wednesday, we are playing the War of 54.
And today, what's the biggest thing, Jake? $1,500.
The progressive jackpot
does not get
at
any
a record
bigger than
high.
That. Well, I mean, it could technically get bigger than that, but as of right now, it has not been any bigger than $1,500 free dollars on the line today.
There is no cap on the progressive jackpot. Go 6 for 6 on the Play Barstool app today, and you will have a share of $1,500. Jeff, let's see what's on tap for this afternoon. We mentioned 3 great matches, and we are going to kick things off with the power duo of Caleb and Roan taking on Kate and Rhea, who each participated previously. Then we'll move on to Smitty and Billy versus Billy's idol, Jim Florentine, who'll be paired with Big Cat. And we'll end things with Fights and Casey trying to win for the 2nd week in a row against Nick and Nate. Any of those 3 matches stand out to you?
Well, obviously, Billy starstruck him against his idol. Jim Florentine stands out to me a lot. But also, the last match as well. Last time Nate was here, Nate did win. However, it was on a technicality. He took the win instead of potentially continuing the match after Glennie Balls, who's still very heated. You can feel the tension from Glennie on Long Island right now when he touched the block with 2 hands. But this match right here, a lot of friends, a lot of desk mates. They're imitating each other, stretching right now, flexing down there. This is going to be a pretty intense one to start as well, and they're all fairly experienced in this room, Jake.
No doubt about it. And we'll dive into each of those storylines as the broadcast moves on. But now, Jeff, let's refresh all of you on the rules right now. Plenty of rules into Jenga. Of course, 2-on-2, but Jeff, can't emphasize this enough. 1 hand at a time.
That's already become the biggest thing in this room. Almost every game features at least 1 violation of that rule, and you absolutely cannot, at any point, it doesn't matter if you're transferring the block. It doesn't matter if you've pulled the block already. If you're celebrating, you cannot have 2 hands on a Jenga block at the same time. Because really, in the end, if you do violate that rule, it comes back to haunt you. And most teams that have violated that rule have ended up losing.
And Jeff, rule violations do come with consequences. Here is what's at stake. Remember, if your team violation, that's what it is here. 1 violation, your partner must pull the first block they choose. And after a 2nd violation, now, we don't have it on the graphic here, but it is an option for disqualification, as in if you commit 2 violations, the other team has the option to take the win, which caused the drama last week.
Exactly. One might maybe is watching their first one, be like, who would ever accept disqualification? Who would ever disqualify their opponent? Well, it happened either last time or 2 times ago.
Right.
Nate and Brandon very gladly disqualified Smitty and Glennie. So it is incredibly possible that if you do it twice, you are eliminated. And that first whole violation thing with picking the first block you touch, that's a lot harder than it seems. If you pick a bad block, the game's essentially over.
Yep, absolutely. So you've heard enough from Jeff and I. Let's send it down to the 3rd member of our crew down the stream. It's PFT Commenter. Mr. Commenter, what's going on down there?
Hey guys, thank you very much for joining us today at Stool Stream Stadium. I am tickled pink to be here. We've got a great opening matchup. We've got an aggressive team to my left with Caleb and Roan doing calisthenics, getting ready. And then we have Rhea and we have Kate over here, and they seem to be locked in as well. One big thing to keep an eye on here at Stool Stream Stadium is the weather. That's right. We're dealing with some Jenga weather. Got the old thermometer out here. Thermometer reads at 71 degrees. So Great day for some Jenga. Back to you guys upstairs. We'll keep an eye on the temperature as the match progresses.
All right, thanks so much, Mr. Commenter. And you saw it, 71 degrees. You can't debate that.
Feels like 35.
Yes.
This is the coldest room in New York City. It warms up throughout the day, but it is the coldest room.
Always chilly. All right, it is time. Let's dive into match number 1. It's Caleb and Roan taking on Kate and Rhea. And Jeff, before we get started, let's set the stage here as we get a look more in depth of these two duos. Caleb and Roan, of course, you can't understate enough how much chemistry they bring to the table.
Chemistry a big deal, but don't undersell the fact that Kate and Rhea sit across from each other at work. So the chemistry is there as well. They know each other incredibly well in this office. So I don't know if the edge is really that much there for Caleb and Roan. Remember, Caleb, first time playing Jenga in Stoolstream Stadium here officially. So that is a decent disadvantage because Rhea and Kate are both seasoned vets.
Yes, and we are in Stool Streams 5, presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Kate and Rhea, but you see it on your screen right now, a pair of 23-year-olds. They sit near each other, similar in age as well. That can certainly play a factor.
Similar in age. They're much alike. Also seems like Kate is 6 feet tall. I didn't know that actually either.
All right, it is time to
Stunning
begin
fact.
match 1. A reminder of the order of play, and this is very important. If you're playing on the Play Barstool app, it's going to be Caleb, Kate, Roan, Rhea. That is going to be the order for the entirety of this match. Caleb, Kate, Roan, Rhea. And we are ready to go. So, Caleb, whenever you're ready to go, we're good to go. And this match will be officiated by, as always, Jeff, our rules official in Spider.
Spider looking good as always.
Let's go. Let's eat.
All right,
Let's go,
Caleb
Caleb.
Presley, the 27-year-old from Asheville, North Carolina, an alum of the University of North Carolina.
That's it. That's
He's
it.
had his eyes set on this one. First turn, trying to punch out a Tittleman's Crest midway down the tower.
Very
Tittleman's
theatrical
crest.
there on his first
All day,
ever Jenga
all day.
pull.
Light work.
Debut for Caleb Presley.
Yep. Light work.
Look at the professionalism on his first ever pull. It's like he's done this 100 times.
Now we'll shift over to Kate.
What is this?
Straight out of Coatesville,
What is this? That's
Pennsylvania.
gotta be some
Flips
kind of
one
rule.
over.
That's
No
gotta be a
issues with
rule.
block number 2.
There is no skipping around the box rule, despite Roan looking for that.
Oh, I was going to say, he was doing
That's
that.
very much allowed.
Roan going to continue the Tittleman's Crest train.
Oh,
Ooh,
whoa.
some issues on the retowering there.
Those blocks fall over.
That could have been it.
That would have been the end of that. Would have been the craziest Jenga game of all time.
Just 3 blocks in. And here's Rhea trying to get redemption, Jeff. 2 weeks ago, she lost with Trent against PFT and Billy. But Rhea was quick to say she personally played well. It was Trent who really didn't.
Yeah, it's tough Trent not here to defend himself, but I feel like Trent, agreeable guy, would probably
She's touching
say
multiple
yes
blocks.
to that.
What is
I'm
that?
fixing
She can
it.
just touch multiple
I
blocks.
just helped you out.
What Rhea's doing is
You're not
just
even
sportsmanship.
looking.
It's
Vicky's not
risky.
even doing his job.
His eyes have been closed.
Spider down there, making sure everyone knows. Rules.
Can we
still
keep
in
an eye
place.
on the ref's
All right,
eyes to
so
make sure
everybody
his eyes are
has
open?
gone once. We'll flip it up to the top of the
There it
order.
is. Light
First
work,
match, for those
light
who
work.
remember last week, was a
Light work.
marathon of epic proportions. Tough to beat that one.
Yep, exactly.
This one off to already a very fun start.
It was
here.
33 blocks last
My
week,
heart is racing right now.
along with
My heart
40
is
and
racing through my
44.
chest.
Really?
Caleb Presley, no issues with
No.
block 5. And speaking of Caleb and Roan, Jeff, I think the biggest storyline with them, they are battling injuries. They are presenting themselves as the, quote, walking wounded. Caleb has a toe injury, and Roan facing a tennis elbow.
But they're in sync, dancing, as Kate did just make that a twisted tower there. You see the tower is a little twisted halfway through, but they were in sync, on the same page, despite the injuries. They're looking good.
Roan, no issues whatsoever, but you see the tower starting to lose some stability as Rhea, the 23-year-old, having some issues.
Issues?
And
It's a
Jeff
mango
D. Lowe, how about some keys to the
Sorry, I
game
know
for
I'm
the
not
squad
supposed
of
to
Kate and
listen
Rhea?
to that, but issues.
Yeah, keys to the
Poke that
game
one
here.
right through. Check
You
it
got a
out.
couple jokesters on the other side. That's obviously a big note.
Yeah,
you got to
yeah,
counter
yeah.
the jokes. Rhea did that off the top too. Roan skipped around. Rhea did the same thing. Counter the jokes. Don't get too lost in the humor they're trying to throw out there. And on the other side, just be healthy. Roan is hurt. Roan has a band down there. You can see you're watching on the screen, the yellow band on the right side of the screen. That's for his shoulder, I believe. I believe it's a
Elbow,
bump shoulder. And make sure Caleb's
a
fueled.
Tillman's
The other day
elbow.
we saw Caleb in here eating a whole thing of pasta. They look delicious.
go.
Will he
Light
do that
work.
again today? Will
Light
he be
work.
hungry?
Yes,
Light
Caleb was our
work.
sideline reporter for Monday's Cornhole broadcast. And Jeff, if I may, I will correct you. It's a tennis elbow injury that Roan is nursing right now. The walking wounded squad. Roan, 0-1. He lost with Brandon in our first ever match with Dave Portnoy in attendance 2 weeks ago, but we are 2 cycles through the lineup in this first match of Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer.
Roan is so much more chipper today, knowing that Brandon is not his partner. Brandon really screwed him over in the last one. He had those rules violations, and that's why Roan's record is what it is, because Roan played great that first day.
No, sir.
Nope.
You guys are very annoying.
Roan has also played in a couple of exhibitions, has never pulled the losing block, though. Same goes for Rhea, 0-1 in her career.
Rhea noted that that her opponents are 2 annoying guys right now.
What? Jeff!
No, she didn't say that, dude. You're making shit up.
She actually acknowledged the chemistry between Caleb and Roan, but she said she's actually relying on her partner, Kate, to distract Caleb and Roan from potentially getting off their groove.
How's your toe, Caleb? Your toe been hurting you? No?
Best dressed down there today, though, is not any of our competitors.
Getting a little
of course.
sloppy.
It's
Whoa.
our co-host, PFT.
Silent reporter, Mr. Commenter.
Saucy.
Standing off to the
No.
side.
Whoa!
He's
Rookie
still in, he's
mistake.
still in, he's not done, he's still
And our
in.
official Spider has not completed his turn.
That's fine.
Remember,
What
Jeff,
is
the
that?
retowering is up to the
He's not
official's
done, he's not
discretion.
done. Let him
Spider
finish.
with an
Can
easy
he
call there. That
finish?
one not clean
Yeah,
enough.
Spider didn't like
Must
what
be
Smitty
straight
did
in
the
one
other
of the
day. It
3
has to be
positions.
completely
Gotta be straight.
straight, and now Caleb arguing with Spider about how he's doing it.
Are we just calling it?
Must retower. It's gotta be on
Showboating
the
from
tower.
Caleb. Still not good enough for Spider.
Well, what about
Now it
these
has
3?
to be
Why are these
completely
3 not
straight.
touching?
Remember, we saw Smitty do
No,
this,
no,
Yep.
no.
and it came back to bite Smitty some turns
Retower.
later. Caleb
Smitty will
doing
be
it,
playing in our second match later on.
Fine,
Caleb
that's
doing
what
it
we'll
in more
do.
of a
That should be
joking
a
manner.
violation.
Smitty's was dead serious and a little troubling that he thought it was okay.
Kate eyeing down Caleb. And Jeff, sometimes trash talk does not need to come from the mouth for it to be executed.
Kate death glare. Rattle Roan.
Get in there.
For
Get in
us,
there,
it's
Ron.
annoying when they do it. When we do it, it's okay.
Get in there, Ron.
Roan and Kate have been partners down here before.
Roan with the tennis elbow injury. But he said, regardless of what is going to happen, they're going to take care of business. And Jeff, he did guarantee a victory yesterday.
Roan's a man of
Yeah, real
confidence.
fast
He's won
moves
many
this down
competitions
here.
before.
Roan taking what we like to call the eastern block on the side of the tower.
I was so hoping he would step on that. The leg
Thought he
of the
might bump
table.
into the tower there. I got a little worried for Roan. But he's too good. Too good to make mental
Lean
mistakes
to the
like that,
left
Jake.
a little.
Clean move from the 32-year-old, and the pressure
Oh, yeah.
shifts over to Rhea.
Great pace right now, Jake. You really have no idea which way this game is going to tilt.
Yeah, if you recall in last week's broadcast, our opening match actually took 1 hour and 15 minutes. Each of the 2 matches following, Jeff, no more than 25 minutes apiece.
And some had more blocks. A lot of arguing there. A lot of
Yep.
very angry competitors. These are happy, jovial competitors.
Yeah, last week we had our record
No,
from our third and
not
final
jovial.
match. It was 44 blocks that Liz eventually pulled the losing block on. Right now we're 15 blocks in. And keep in mind on the Play
Take your
Barstool
sweet
app, more than
time.
20,000 of
It's
you
pretty tough
submitted.
right now.
Yeah,
The
there's no blocks
windows
left.
of blocks in questions 2 of
call
4,
it.
they
Call it.
changed
Blocks
more
left.
available
from
blocks.
what we saw last week. The
all
first
time
window,
for
Jeff,
them.
is 0 to 28 compared to 0 to 24 a week ago.
Yeah, that's a very big difference. We saw some of the competitions go fairly deep. We had a couple, I think 2 over 40,
Perfect.
correct? Or
Yep.
40 or more.
Beautifully done.
So we'll see how that plays a
looking out now.
factor.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. They're
Hey!
stretching.
Hey!
Caleb
Let's
doesn't
lean
think
it
it's
over.
good
What is
enough,
that?
He didn't
but it's
say
all
anything.
coming down to
Spider,
Spider.
Spider.
Push it in. Push
Spider's
it in.
saying not good enough. And Rhea cleans up the
There we
garbage
go.
and completes block
Perfect.
16.
Spider, a stickler, a man of
I
rules and integrity.
It's all twisted all over the place.
Narc
Right.
some might
Couldn't
say.
be any better,
Yep.
I'd say.
Yeah, shoot.
Back to the top of the order, it's Caleb
Let me go
Presley,
Mm-hmm.
6'2", 180 pounds, former quarterback at the University of North Carolina.
He's going to go through the band's risky move. Pulls it off.
Hmm.
Could this be a Dude Perfect-esque trick shot? We know PFT knows all about that down there.
Jeff, we do have our statistics on the Play Barstool app. The most popular pick, actually overwhelming, Rhea to pull the losing block, 47% of the field, and Roan with the least popular pick at 6.6%.
Little bulletin board material maybe there for Rhea.
Nope.
I'd
Yeah,
say
remember,
this
Roan
is
is 0-1 here.
Roan 0-1, Caleb making his debut,
Yeah.
Kate 1-0, and Rhea 0-1 as well.
Ooh, a little bit of a wobble there, Jake.
You got to push that back in.
Okay.
PFT, what are you seeing on the other side of that tower?
What's that?
You shouldn't have pushed it out. You got to push that back in.
Caleb and from
I mean,
Ron.
this one's
Footwork is the most
maybe back
important
in.
part of
Okay.
any Jenga player's arsenal. You got to be ready to pull, but you got to be ready to stack. Back to you.
Well, let's go back to you. Actually, I'm going to send it right back,
Back
to you.
to
How
me.
bad is the wobble? Is the wobble as bad down there as up here?
It's wobble, 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 wobble. It is a wobbly tower. It's a wobbler. That's what we call it. It is tilted. It's top heavy. It's leaning to the right. Little two-tone Malone action right here. And look at Caleb doing the hummingbird, doing the woodpecker,
Easy one, that's
feeling the
fine.
flow. Back to you.
Thanks so much, PFT. And Caleb definitely taking the longest turn of this match so far, 16 blocks in. 13.61% of you at home picked Caleb to pull the losing block, the only one making his debut in this match.
A rookie, but guess what?
Ouch.
A smart rookie, because he saw a block that was going to probably
excuse
knock
me,
the tower
big
over,
spider.
moved on, found an
Big
easy
Spider,
one.
you're okay
And for the
with
second
that?
straight turn, Spider telling Caleb to clean up.
Not a great retower.
Retower that.
It's straight.
Still getting yelled at.
Stretching out your loss here. You're
look.
just,
Spider
you're,
arguing
No,
again.
Yes, he's fine. It's fine. What do you mean, Spider?
No,
What do
it's
you mean?
parallel.
It's
It's parallel.
It's parallel.
Come on. It's not parallel. I'm looking at it right
That's a
now.
bad.
It's
That
parallel.
is a terrible
It's
retower.
parallel.
Not clean enough.
He
Turn
actually
not
made it
over.
worse.
Put it straight.
It's. I don't know how I could be
He
more
actually
parallel.
made
You
it
have to put
worse
it
on
on
the
the
fifth.
block.
It's got to be
Parallel.
Still some work to
This
do
needs to be flush here.
for Caleb. Nursing that
You see
toe
this?
injury.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
you're dragging out an inevitable loss.
No. Hey,
So-
stay in the box. Just push it in. Just push it in.
Come here. Stand right here.
Look at it.
It's parallel.
Do you see how this is not hanging off and this is hanging off?
Perfect.
No. It's
That's okay. I'll
Pick
fix
one.
We
it.
might
Pick
see
one,
a
middle
fight
or right?
between the ref and Caleb right now. Spider is furious.
Pick one.
Spider and Caleb going at it. The rookie, a rude awakening to the Triple S.
we're gonna have a
I'm gonna have to move it
violation.
myself.
if
Ooh,
you keep
yeah,
messing
threatening
around.
They're
We're
gonna
violation.
get struck- They're going to get struck with a violation.
We got
He
one
does
more
not
chance.
straighten
Put it in
that
the middle.
up.
Just put it in the probably dead in the middle for his freaking this dummy. Fine.
Roan calling him a freak, calling
Wow.
Spider a freak.
Freaking dummy.
Ugly down there right
And
now.
it
James
is
taking a
clean.
turn.
We have to shout
in
out
the
Tom
box.
Mullen.
He's
That
in
was
the
good.
box.
He's in the box.
He's
He's
in
in
the
the
box.
box.
He was
Get out of
out
the
of
box.
He
She's
was
got to wait till
outside
I'm out of the
the
box
box.
before she gets in the box.
Get
It's
out of the
not
box.
fair. But dude, it's just not fair.
Get out of the box.
Tensions flying. Big shout out to our cameraman Tom. That
told
was
you,
superb
Kate. I
camera
told
work
you.
on
Yeah.
the top of the tower
He
there.
got right down there, right in the action. You saw what Spider was
All right,
looking
now-
for, but in the end,
Oh, no, you're allowed to drop it.
What is that?
It's over.
And remember, Jeff, Glenny
She's out
Balls
of the box.
used two hands
No,
to
oh,
catch
I
it
didn't
last
see
Make
out of the
time.
one
box.
foot in the box.
I
That
had one
is the
foot in the
only
box.
block
You
that is
maintain a foot in
allowed
the
to
box.
hit the ground, the one you are extracting. So that is legal.
yeah, that's where Glenny Balls faltered. Kate just let it drop. That's okay.
Get in the box
Glenny
before she
caught it
loses.
with two
Okay.
hands. That's the
Yeah.
difference from last
Let's
week.
wait to get in the box.
That's what she did to
We're
me.
going to look again at
take
this
a look
move.
at one
You got
more
caught
time
both
here.
ways, Spider.
Stop. Wait a
18
second.
blocks in.
Caleb getting very heated
Oh,
down
wait
there.
a
It's
second.
getting incredibly intense. We're going to take a look at that drop one more time. Again, the issue last week was Glenny Balls caught it with both hands.
Oh, we don't
Kate,
have it.
we
Go
don't
ahead.
have the replay, but Kate let it drop, hit the ground. That's the smart move. Again,
Right.
the show of a veteran
Yep.
who gets the rules and knows the rules.
Kate looking to move to the 2-0 category.
Beautiful.
Wow.
As Roan, no issues with block number
It's all right.
19.
Take your sweet
Kate
time.
just playing the game right now. Ronan Caleb, though, the rivalry with Spider, the referee. The Spider. It's ugly.
Pressure back
Just
to
take your
Rhea.
sweet time.
The Peyton Mannings of Jenga right here, looking at their opponents, making sure they see everything.
We're just cool, calm, and collected.
I can't with Caleb growling in my ear.
Rhea trying to finish the fifth cycle, if you will, of this lineup, Jeff, which would make it block 20. Keep in mind, though, on the play bar still at, we have the 0 to 28 range as Caleb is trying to
That's
dismantle
the
the fart
first ever
noise.
fake fart noise we've had in the
Yeah.
competition. Impressive move. We haven't seen anyone try it.
Keep in mind, Rhea, that is a legal row. You must be at least 4 rows down. Incomplete rows do count. That is the 5th row. That is legal.
You are
Whoa,
limited.
whoa,
I'm working
You
on
are
it.
Caleb very much disrupting, trying to make sure Rhea screws up here. You're allowed unlimited fart noises in Jenga.
No rules about that right now.
What a great pull happening right now to flip it back to the other side.
Rhea gets block 20 out. Can she retower? She can choose either side.
I'm looking at it. 1, 5, 7. 1, 5, 7. You see how those are 3
Pretty much there.
across 3.
Is it good enough for Spider?
Perfect.
You can hear the strategy happening right now.
Losing every one of them.
Listen in.
1, 3, 1, 5, or 7. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now. Hey,
is I'm seeing Caleb poking.
that's simulated. That's simulated.
Poking. Caleb's prodding right now, trying to find a weak
Simulated iPhone
no.
fart noise. She googled fart,
interesting.
funny fart noise on YouTube.
The atmospheric pressure is a little bit thinner. Might be easier to retower, but then again, might not provide the air support that the tower needs. Caleb's poking, prodding, very stinky down here. He's going to the left. Going to the left side. He wheeled it out. A lot of fart noises in the room right now. I got a fart too.
Caleb.
I just actually had
Look
a
at
fart.
this.
I just farted,
Push it
like
in.
really farted.
Push it
Every
in.
time.
Push it in.
There's some gamesmanship going on down here. Now this is
Push
where the
it in.
mental side of the
We're not
game
doing-
comes
There you
in.
go. That's all you have to do.
That'll be there.
That's all you have
Mental
to
side
do.
of the game. Caleb Presley, almost like the Sean Avery of Jenga down here. Get in his opponent's heads. I like it. Love to see the competition.
Yes.
This is an easy peasy lemon squeezy for Kate.
Gently.
Right on top.
No, put it on the weak side. Actually, no.
Ooh. Oh, the double
Do
fake.
not want to do that. Okay. Oh, it's good. It's perfect. There we go.
Decorating it almost like a cake, whereas when Caleb does it, it looks like he's dropping the blocks out of his butt into a wooden forest floor, like taking a big poop outdoors. Let the logs fall where they may.
They used up all that energy in the beginning on stupid moves.
Just the sheer determination on Rowan's face right now. This is incredible. This is high drama, high tension, high theater. We're lucky to have witnessed it.
Spider, who's this?
That's not up to me.
One thing you might notice here if you're watching at home, Rhea chose to go with a cargo pants look today. Might be some extraneous blocks stored in there. Might be some rosin bags.
through.
None of
Got
that.
it, Rhea.
None of that.
Functional, yet stylish.
None of that.
Cool, calm, and collected.
Rhea's got the laser focus right now, going with a hummingbird technique. Tap, 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 tap. So much gamesmanship going on here from Team Young and Happy.
Beautiful.
Rhea with a seamless
By
extraction.
Rhea.
Getting real
She's
close.
trying to figure out,
He's getting real close.
if I'm Rhea, I stack that block and I get the fuck out of there. I don't waste extra time in the box.
Beautiful.
And Rhea with a nice stack, and she's out. A lot of energy being wasted from Team Young and Happy.
Huh.
A lot of dancing, a lot of theatrics from these guys.
There it is. Easy.
So enough of that.
Come on, pull it. I'm literally just playing. I'm literally just trying to get the ball. The ball. He's trying to get the ball.
I'll tell you, the biggest rivalry right now is not between Roan and Rhea. It's
come
not
around the other
between
side. Come
Kate
around,
and
come
Caleb.
Come around.
It is
Now pull
between the rules and Spider, who seems to be struggling to interpret the rulebook right now.
Caleb with the middle finger. Gets it out. And Jeff, we have a title hanger.
I think that was as close as we'll see to a swish of a Jenga pool. Caleb swished that one. Nothing but net.
Come on. We're not doing this.
Seems to be intentional.
Every freaking time.
No doubt about
Put it on right.
Slate.
Put it on right.
Every
We're not doing
goddamn
this.
time.
PFT, can you see Spider trembling down there with anger? It feels like we can see it from here.
There we go.
Caleb.
I can hear
Next time's a
Spider's
violation.
heart.
Put it on right.
I can hear Spider's heart ticking.
I want it to
down
be
the line.
lined up with the blocks.
But no one else has had to do that, so it just
Yes, they have. They're not also deliberately doing this. Put it straight. That's fine.
Spider's about to have a heart attack.
All right.
Perfect turn.
We are 25 blocks in.
That is
Caleb
a
creating
hands
waves.
up in the tower, as the kids say. That is a wop. That is a wobbly ass planks. That's what the kids are saying.
Now, PFT, we noticed that the bottom half of the tower much more intact than the top half. What do you make of that?
You have a strong base.
Tooth ready to.
You have a strong base right now.
Nice.
I'm not worried about the bottom half. I'm worried about that top third.
Right.
Top third is wobbly wobbly.
right, Jeff. We are approaching that first range of the 0 to 28 range. But what we just witnessed, Caleb Presley and Spider, their rivalry is getting heated, to say the least.
It's unbelievable. I wish it was a prop on the side here. Will they fight? Because I'm feeling like we're nearing a yes on that one. It is ugly. What Caleb's doing is deliberate, but quite entertaining. I will add that.
No
People
doubt.
hate refs.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Tough
Especially
job.
Spider right now.
Nope, it's a tough job for Spider as Caleb inches for that Tittleman's crest in round 5 to try to create the full slate up top. It's fully extracted. Now he needs to slide it in.
It's tough to tell because he did that with so much ease, PFT, but that was quite a hard pull, right?
One thing I noticed down here, Jeff, is he's got 2 bracelets on the left wrist, 0 bracelets on the right, strictly for buckets on the right.
Turn not complete as he needs that other one.
Yes.
It's a game of how much can we get away with
That
here.
shows that our team respects and gets along well with referees.
Let's,
Oh, sorry, I didn't
come on,
realize
come on,
Look at the
come
flush
on, come
the
on.
side.
We're not doing this. Come on.
Respect the officials. Stripes lives matter is what Ron
go.
just said.
All right, another
that
full
hard?
slate
Would it be
complete.
so hard for you to get a shirt that fits?
27 blocks
some
in.
weight discussions here. Spiders put on like 1 or 2 pounds.
One lap around.
I don't know if it was necessary to bring that up though.
But I think we can't go
Back to Rhea to try to close out another rotation around the order. And Jeff, this is a very crucial block because remember, 0 to 28 is that first range picked by 15% of you.
Rhea's really,
15% could potentially be eliminated.
Rhea's really looking at the bottom here. There's a lot of meat left on that bone. Rhea's gonna try to.
Wow.
Rhea's gonna try to suck all that meat off.
If the balls hit the blocks, you have a violation.
PFT, explain what's happening down there right now. It's hard to
If
tell
a
what
ball
they're doing.
lands
We've got
in the
it's utter
box,
pandemonium
you
down
have
here
a
on the
violation.
floor.
Is that understood?
We've got balls bouncing around. We've got
I just
wooden
wanna be
blocks in
clear.
the middle. A ball came precipitously close to the box.
That goes in the box, you have a violation.
Big T is saying he's laying down the law here after only 17 rules violations. I think he's finally had enough. You know what they say?
This is a
Fool me
crazy
once,
idea.
shame on you. Fool me twice,
I doubt
shame on you.
What this
Fool me
is
3
good marketing.
times, shame on you. Until we get to 17, and then
Leading
Big
ahead
T
to
says,
Monday's
shame on me.
broadcast.
Yeah,
On the Play Barstool app, Jeff and I will both be participating in different matches, but Rhea is not phased whatsoever, has a full slate up top to work with, and block 28 is complete.
Didn't matter whatsoever. The ping pong distraction is a
Beautiful.
known tactic in Jenga.
Beautiful.
Unfazed
Perfect.
was Rhea.
That was lovely.
Remember to go download the Play Barstool app to fill out those table tennis picks for Monday. It'll be a great trifecta of matches, but now we've got bigger fish to fry in this Jenga match presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Just 100 calories, gluten-free, and no added sugar.
I'll tell you what, Jake, if you have a higher count total here, you are loving what you're seeing because there's some easy pulls happening, right? At least blocks that are more loose than you'd expect when you're around the 30 mark.
If Caleb finishes this turn, the 0 to 28 range is eliminated. Can he knock out more than 3,000
That was a double
people who
two-hand.
submitted? Oh, was that 2 hands? Was that 2 hands?
It was 2 hands.
I was blocked from my view.
That
We're
was
gonna have
2
a
hands.
violation.
Hold on.
We have to look at the tape
violation
once again.
on
Did the
cable.
rookie
2 hands on the
commit the error?
hard
I
to
saw it with my
tell.
own
And what a pivotal point, Jeff, as this would be block 29.
I could not see from my side.
Did you
This
not
would
see
be
it?
incredible.
We have a
if
2-hand
Roan- if-
violation.
Oh, we
If
do,
Roan
okay.
once again had a teammate who inflicted a violation on him,
Now, Jeff, I know you didn't have a great view. What does your gut instinct say?
the reaction was so immediate and so quick from their opponents
turn is it?
that
Whose turn
I
is it?
want to
Let's
say
go.
it's
Let's
likely
Am I supposed to
happened.
go?
So it is your
go.
turn, and then on their next turn,
Okay.
they have to pull the first block they touch.
Oh.
No, no, no.
No, it's a
no, you
first
guys,
violation.
it's only 1 violation. That's a
Yeah,
2 violations.
That's the
It's a
second
warning.
one.
Hey, maybe the
Yeah,
refs should
see,
know the
what fuck
rules.
is- Oh
Warning
my god, bro.
violation.
They're trying to
Is
fuck
there a
us over.
violation for
If
the
I
refs
didn't
not
say
knowing the
Confirmed
anything,
violation from the booth. Confirmed violation. That is a warning, and they must
It's a
use it
warning.
on
I
the
issue a
next
warning
one.
to the ref for
on
not
the
knowing
next
the
one.
rules.
Yes, they must do the one immediate pull on the first block they touch. If they do it again, they're
if we do it
DQ'd.
again.
We apologize
Right
for the
now.
technical difficulties, but we
You
can
don't have one
confirm
violation.
that on the next turn, Roan must pick the
Wait a
first
second,
block
that's
he
not
the
chooses.
rules.
That's not how we played it the first time with Brandon Walker. He had 2 violations.
The
I'm
rules,
not even trying to be a
the rules
stickler
have
right now.
changed.
The rules
We read the
changed.
rules at the top of the broadcast.
Those
Yeah,
are the
rules-
rules they told me.
From the
Rules were
booth.
changed. Rules were talked
Well,
about
you
at the top
think
of
you
the
should tell
broadcast.
the players the rules
We
changed? Maybe the
told you
gamblers
guys
at
at the
home
top of the
rules changed.
broadcast.
Do they know?
We did.
Top of the
You were in
broadcast,
here
it
top
was
of the
told.
broadcast.
No. Hey,
We were stretching.
get this guy out.
Get you out.
That's good. That's good.
It's interesting that the rookie Caleb is telling Spider, who's been here for all 5
That was
broadcasts, to
stressful.
get out of the room.
It's wobbly as shit
Look,
now.
I'm typically on Team Caleb here. I like what he's doing today. It's entertaining, but,
Yes.
but Spider's seen all of it. Spider knows the rules.
Huh.
We did get a confirmation to me
They're all
from the
tuckered
booth,
out. They're all
Jake, that
tuckered
it
out
did
now.
happen. PFT seemed to have seen something happen.
All right, here's what's at stake, Jeff. Remember, it's a team penalty. The first block Roan touches here, he must take out.
One of these 3.
Spider letting us know when that block is in play. PFT, anything stand out to you where you could go? What range?
Yeah, so that was absolutely a violation. Big T looked perplexed by the rule book, did not know the rules. He had to go with everybody else that was yelling at him, so he followed what they were saying. It was unquestionably a violation.
Middle is probably your
Caleb made
best
contact with
I'm
that
gonna
second
say this
hand.
is it.
The
This is
left
the
hand
game.
came over the top. So
This is where it
Caleb
goes down.
is on the brunt end
I don't wanna
of a
say that
decision that
because
was
I'm
not
next,
put on by
and
the ref.
that
but
might-
by
Oh,
the
hey,
ref.
hey, hey,
He touched
right
the
here,
block.
right here.
He did touch
And we
the
are
block.
in. Remember, that is legal. It's the 4th row. Can Roan
Middle,
take it out?
middle,
It's block
middle.
30.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
It's the
Get
middle.
out!
Bullshit,
Get it,
it's
get
the
out!
middle.
I'm gonna fight him.
I believe I also saw him touch that block
Stop.
as well. I think that's a
It's
bad.
the middle.
We're gonna have to see. I
Does he
saw
have
him
to-
touch that left one.
I thought it
The
was
one
the
he
next
No,
touched
but I
is
thought
the
it
one I
was the
saw.
next one
I
because
thought
he
it
only
was
had one
the
violation.
No, the rules
Yeah.
have changed.
You
It's
guys
not-
change the
Stop
rules
pulling the
every
block. Stop pulling the
time.
block. Stop pulling the block. It's the middle. Stop. Road. Stop pulling the block.
This could
I
be
can't.
disqualification.
Stop pulling the
I
block.
can't.
I don't like the way
think you
Spider
got it
is
clean.
raising his voice.
Right.
Yeah, get Spider.
If you pull this block, it doesn't count. You have to put it back. You have to put it back.
Hey, Spider.
Put it back on top.
Wow.
Is this a disqualification?
Hey, Spider.
How could it be?
What I
How could it be?
saw-
That's the first one I
What
touched.
I
saw-
That was the first one I touched.
He's
What the
not
fuck are
in
you
the middle.
talking about?
From what I saw,
Okay.
that was the
I'm
first block Roan had touched.
Thank
And that's
you.
actually not the block he wanted to touch.
Yeah.
There may be a
Touch-
reason
I
that changes some
I've got it from. I've got it from.
We
the
have the
middle.
replay.
You
We're
touched
going to
the
look
middle.
back at the
We have
tape.
the replay. I
No
got it.
more
We have the
arguing.
replay. We have the
For
replay.
the
We
official
have the
and contestant.
replay.
Here you go, Jeff.
You
This
have
will
to
give us an
replay.
idea
Touch
of
me.
which block
Hey,
was
he just
first.
touched me.
I mean,
The ref
that's
just touched
clear
me.
as day. He touched the middle. This goes
I don't
back.
know
I
why
don't
he-
think anything's clear
No,
as
I
day. You
think,
can't see anything.
Spider's saying clear as day. I disagree with the ref on that one.
Should we gracefully
I'm
allow?
going to be honest. I think the
It
ref
is the
trying-
middle block confirmed by our
He
official
did touch the middle.
Spider. So he must put that block back
That goes
and
back.
extract
Easy.
the middle
Easy.
one.
Easy.
This game is a farce.
Yeah.
Has to return it.
It is up to our official Spider. And this is a pivotal point, Jeff, for just the 6% who picked Roan to pick the losing block. We could see a big-time knockout here if this turn is not completed.
Is he going to do it? We've never seen a full return like this, Jake.
This could be a full 180.
Just doing a full return.
Remember, Jeff, this entire bunch is on top of a quadruple hanger. 5 quintuple hanger, 5 single rows by 1 block each.
Every time he twists it, the tower
We've never
twists
seen
the
this before.
other
It's now
way.
68 degrees in the room.
Can he? Is that a reverse chisel?
I don't know what we call it. We have all these terminologies, but this is unprecedented
The slightest touch,
territory.
a gnat landing on this tower could knock it over. It is not safe where I am
No,
right
no,
now.
no. Only touch
I
one
am
block.
not safe. I'm in
Hey,
the danger
shut
zone.
it!
Had about enough out of you.
He's in
You
the-
keep saying that, but you won't
Get out
do
of the
never
box.
hear nothing.
You
I
serious
think the
right
ref-
now?
You're leering
Put
over
your
the
block
box.
back
Really,
and shut up.
Spider?
Put your
You
block
should
back.
be way more
Spider's
respectful.
Bro,
the
what the
king
fuck
of
is this? The
threats.
ref telling me to shut up.
Put
Get
your block
this guy
back.
the
And he
fuck
touched me
out
last
of
turn.
here.
This is enough.
No
Hey, guess
respect
what?
being
You're enough.
shown.
And this is the last time you're going to say that to me.
No respect
block
being
back.
shown down here.
If you want to fight, this might be the place to get it right now.
Absolutely no respect and no regard for human life.
Do not
Absolutely
tell me.
having his way
Do
with
not
this tower
tell me
right
this
now.
is gonna
PFT,
come
be
back
careful.
around on
I've
me.
never
Yeah,
seen.
yeah,
I'm in the
yeah.
danger
There's
zone.
no way.
It's part of the job, Caleb.
Yes, in a
No way.
splash
I'm
zone.
part of
If
the
it
job.
Only
does,
come into
it's
play.
the most
Block
unfair.
30.
This
It
tower-
twists even more.
Holy Toledo! What a move!
It's, I'm impressed with
It's a
the way
feat
it's
of
looking.
architecture, really. It's pretty.
It's looking like an
pretty
Art
cool.
Deco
It does. Happened
building
by
almost
permit.
right now.
Looks pretty
Looks
good.
like the Wilco Towers in Chicago.
On
Beautiful.
top of the
I went
quintuple
to Chicago
hanger.
once.
Can I straighten this one? It's spinning now.
Yeah, you can straighten one, but you can't touch more than one.
Is he making up rules?
At this point, it's personal. At this point, Spider has a vendetta.
You have to pull the middle. Pull the middle. Pull the block that you first.
Spider's making up rules. Can we
Spi-
report him that?
It's personal. It's been personal. It's had been personal for a while.
Oh my
Got
God.
movement, Jeff.
Not. Dude,
He's
what?
returned the left
Tell
block,
me.
and the Tittleman's crest is
Do not
halfway
tell
out.
me.
And that's just how
What the
champions
fuck?
play.
What the fuck?
Really?
Turn not over yet.
That's okay.
You still got a tower,
Again,
and that tower is
all
in
my
bad
faith in
shape,
the world
Jake.
that you got this. All
I
my
have
faith in the
I
world.
have
He
a
made it
flight.
after tower that.
No,
Is that
no,
nope?
no,
It's
no,
not
no,
over
no,
yet.
Make it
Bro,
after
But
Turn
it
not
is
over
going
yet.
this
Roan
way.
has left the building, but
I'm gonna
it
go
is
trap
still
back.
Roan's
I
turn.
would try
Wow.
It
this
is still
one.
Roan's turn. PFT going to chase down
10,
Roan.
9,
And this has turned into a WWE match,
8,
getting counted
What
out.
do I have to do?
7.
What do I have to do?
If you don't think it's a violation, 5.
Another violation
no
would be a
time call.
disqualification,
It's
Jack.
He's making it up as he goes. It's in the middle. There's people gambling this. It's in the middle. Losing people money. It's in the middle.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm gonna pull the
What do I have to
losing block.
do? What the fuck do I have to
This
do?
one maybe?
I'm walking on water over
And
here.
just see what's tapping around at the bottom. I don't know.
Spider sucks.
This is crazy. This is block 32, by the way. And the next range on the play Barstool app, 29 to 32. Just more than 36% of you selected that. Already 15% eliminated from that 0 to 28 range.
Feel the tension and the heat from Caleb and Roan.
You see Brandon Walker
Oh my God,
looking
look
on
at
the
that.
other end. He won via disqualification last week. And now we can see another one in this match.
He's not even playing today. That's how
Slow and
enthralled
steady,
this
and you
is.
got it.
Rhea going
This
low for block
one might have some.
32. Remember, the
Got
total
it.
block does not include the losing block.
This one might have some. This one might have some potential. This might have
It's
some
interesting.
potential.
Rhea is
This
doing
might
really
have
good
some
with that.
potential. No,
She's got it
Yeah,
right
yeah,
out.
yeah.
She's lined it right out. Really
Just like
easy.
And she
See how
completes
these
block
ones are really
32.
Yes, please. She's
Lovely,
experienced
Rhea.
with soft pieces of
Indeed.
That
wood
was
from her time
What a
with
move
On a
by
twisted
Rhea with all the
tower,
pressure
no
in the
less.
world.
a beautiful.
Thank you, Brandon.
Back to the top of the order in Caleb. A successful move here would eliminate that 29 to 32 range.
He had a rule.
A twisted tower.
Oh,
In fact, the top 2/3 of this tower
There wasn't a warning.
is
Hey, crazy.
Roan was talking to his former teammate Brandon, who actually forced him into that same situation
what.
last time, or
Outside.
the inaugural competition when you were on the call with Dave. This one they survived, though, for now.
not over
60
yet.
seconds to pick a block.
This might be the craziest looking tower that we've seen in
Right.
the few matches we've had here on Stool Street.
And
This thing
Roan-
is twisted multiple ways.
Going to what, or excuse me, Caleb going to what we call Big Cat Avenue.
Right.
Big Cat loves that basement row, and now Caleb attacking it. Fellow Yak host.
Caleb's getting a little sloppy with the footwork down here.
Minus
Slow.
1,000, that big cat
Slow.
pulls one of the bottom 3
Crossover
blocks.
steps
Yeah,
up.
it's just without question.
He will be in our next match, but still
That
a
was awesome.
lot to unpack in
Okay.
this
Take
one.
your time.
Alright.
Nice and
This
clean.
could
Nice and clean.
eliminate
Just do it as clean as possible.
37% of the field with a successful retower. Does Caleb Presley have it? Is it good?
They're all kissing. They're kissing each other. I mean, you can't get it more perfect than that.
Yeah, the
If he pushes it all more, then he's pushing the rest
It's
of them
okay.
over.
It's
Okay.
good, and there goes nearly 8,000 people who have picked, and now, Jeff, we have
Yes.
seen
Uh-oh.
roughly half the field eliminated on question 2 alone.
Got
Look
it.
what's happening, Jake. PFT, look how excited PFT is down there.
Slow.
The
Slow.
two most exciting words in Jenga.
Don't spoil it until it's over.
Oh, dear God. They should have sent a poet to describe this because I simply
Put
do
it
not
towards
have the
that
words.
PFT, if you want to do the honor, what do we have right now?
A hanging tower.
Hanging tower 34 blocks in. Kate with no issues down low.
How rare is it to see a hanging tower after the 30 mark?
And
in
you know
Jenga?
what?
That is ball. That's gutsiness right
You
there.
know what? You love to see the
Stay in the
sportsmanship.
block,
Caleb
for
broke
sure.
out into a round of applause. Everybody loves the majesty of the
Oh my
hanging tower.
God.
It is simply
Oh my
incredible.
God.
What we do see sometimes, though,
thinking
Jake
it's
and PFT, is
over.
that when the bottom 2 are taken out, the rows ahead of them, the rows on top, sometimes become a little easier for a few turns as well.
the top of this thing is so.
We are in the
Wrong
mix
again.
of the
I
most
mean, it's
popular
wrong.
picking
There's
questions
no
here
way
on
it
your
can
Play
go back
Barstool
around.
app. Go download it, get it in our next
But I
next
still,
action.
I
The
have
33
faith.
to
I feel
36
really
range.
good about.
39%
You're
of
literally
the
about
field
to
middle.
fall.
has
Go
taken.
middle. Yeah, because if it's leaning this way, so the further you put it in, the better.
Oh, my God.
More wobbles.
You got this.
Perfect. That's
Slow
On
perfect.
top
steady.
of the quintuple
Slow and steady,
hanger,
and you're good.
it's clear.
I don't
And all of the pressure shifts back to Rhea.
The
I would-
retower has almost become more
these three,
difficult
see if there's
than the
anything
extraction at this
back.
point. You'll watch it wobble so much at the top.
We've seen table tennis by the
Completely
opponents.
leaning this way. Yeah.
We've seen band stretching, and now we have some hoops in the background. But Rhea is not phased whatsoever.
Great fundamentals right now from Caleb and Roan.
One of these two?
If that lands in the box.
Maybe, I don't know.
Can't throw it over. Can't throw it over.
That's ridiculous.
Can't throw it over.
What?
You can do it
Throwing
over
it
here.
this way?
We're
You
just
can do it
practicing.
over.
Why are you always focused on
You
us?
can do it over here because they're not doing this. You can do it
Here,
over
come
here.
over here, over here on
You
this
can't
side.
throw it over.
Remember,
Yeah,
Jeff,
that's
one more
beautiful.
violation would equal disqualification after Caleb
That's
used two hands a couple of turns
Do
ago.
not respect the official.
Take your
Yeah, just
sweet
no
ass
respect
time.
whatsoever.
And if the
PFT.
ball lands in the square,
Sweet time. If you got
Don't do it over the square.
for a minute, that's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
move over, Pisa. We have a new leading
Well
tower.
done. Well
Get the
done.
fuck out of here. Delete all your Facebook
Yes.
pictures where you're pretending to hold up that building.
Timeout, timeout,
Photoshop into
timeout.
Jenga.
We have a replay. We may have a potential violation here, Jeff.
What did I
Rhea
do?
may have used two hands.
Let's go! Let's go!
Another replay, Jake.
Remember, it needs to be conclusive. There was no call on the floor.
Of course there wasn't.
Oh, and that is two
yeah.
hands.
She switched. It was
No,
a
I
switch.
just-
It was two hands.
My bad.
Great job by our production
You
truck.
can switch, but
okay.
it cannot be at the same exact time.
I
However,
feel fine. I
The
still
tower may
managed.
fall even
Microphone's not
before that,
Okay,
though. We'll see
great.
because it's so deep into this game.
So
All
the
right,
next move, they'll
36
have to
blocks
do
in.
the
Kate
next
must
one. So you just
use
have to get
the
this,
first block
yeah.
she touches on her next turn. But now,
I think-
block 37
Any
Not
of
these
is
ones?
up to
Yep, any of
Caleb.
these ones?
And remember, a
See how wide
successful
this
move
is?
here would eliminate our most
Just going-
popular pick of 33 to 36,
I think it's gonna
which was
fall.
chosen by 8,300 of you.
Then this one could be good, or this one could be good.
And Jeff, not only that, a successful move here, and more than 90% of the
Test out
field would
this
be
one here.
eliminated in our first match
It's
once
tough.
again.
It's not easy to win free money, Jake.
Nope, $1,500 on the line, the highest the progressive jackpot
This one's
has
nice.
ever been in the short history
middle one
of
can't be it.
stool
This one's
streams
nice.
presented by High
is nice?
Noon.
Yeah, but I'm gonna just,
Hard
I just want to make
seltzer.
sure, check on my
And
rocks.
then try some of these ones up there. No,
No,
be
those
very
are-
gentle with those.
Yeah,
Be
those are
very
two.
gentle.
I like this guy. It's not great.
Next violation
No,
from
'cause
either
it's
side
years.
equals disqualification.
60
No
seconds
more
to
room
pick a
for
block.
error by either pair. PFC, what are you hearing down there?
Just heard 60-second countdown. The countdown clock has started, and the temperature has spiked to 70
What do you
degrees.
think, Ron?
You said
We've
you
seen
said
it
you like this one?
fluctuate.
It's
This
but
type
look
of
how
Could
he's
you pull
environment
it
is
out
not
this
easy.
way? Could it come out this way
70
instead of going
degrees.
through? Could it
50
curl
seconds
out?
On for
One thing
all
you'll
Yeah.
notice about
Oh,
both these
wow.
competitors
Yeah.
Top
here,
half
young
still
and
shaking.
happy. They
Fucking
get a good
yeah.
wide base, good athletic
take your
stance while
time.
they're playing. Jenga is a contact sport. Gotta be prepared to move any direction, laterally, horizontally.
Caleb's got it out. He's got a full slate
Okay,
to
I'm
work with
sorry.
up top.
That's okay.
Good
you're-
one.
I'm not concerned. We got this.
This could be a dagger to more than 90% of our entrants.
Yep.
It's got to stay up.
Uh-oh.
It's got to stay up.
Get out.
And that is it. The 33 to 36 range is done, Jeff. And we are down to just more than 2,000 still alive for that progressive
like
jackpot.
2,000 lucky people, though,
Four.
still need to have the
high
right
is
block
dangerous.
pulled.
Whoa.
Remember,
There's
last
this
week
one right
we
here,
had matches that went
but
from
you gotta-
33
once you pull
blocks
it, you gotta
to
pull it. You gotta
40
touch it.
and a record
Yeah,
of
but I feel
44.
like I'm gonna go for
All
it.
of those
Okay.
records can be broken, but
Oh.
Kate, what a quick turn!
Okay.
Facing
Didn't matter at all.
disqualification.
I'm sorry.
She needs to retower up top.
That was possibly the easiest one, Jake.
Turn
Watch
not
this
over
angle,
yet.
Watch this angle, Big T.
Turn not over yet on top of that quintuple hanger.
Oh,
She's got it.
Oh, my.
What a move from Kate. Jeff, another look at this quick turn, 38 blocks in.
That, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, the retowering was not
Yeah.
the easiest,
It
but
was
the
just-
pole
we got
was
him.
the easiest of the
That
match.
was a good
And
call.
like
You
I
pointed
said,
out
when you
the
do
right
the
one.
big cat, when you
Don't
pull
touch-
out those
don't touch
bottom
that.
3 blocks,
what?
the
What is
rows
he
above
doing?
them
Touching
become a
the
little
side
easier.
of another block.
Great
Don't touch it.
timing with that violation in hand for them to
You
nail
can
it.
use
What
other
are you
blocks.
talking
I'm in
about?
the way. What is he supposed to, like, clamp up his hands?
Even the
Like-
other team hates you,
And
right?
now
touch other
the
blocks while
ladies
you're-
are
yeah,
getting
yeah.
frustrated with our official, but he's
Everyone
doing a great
hates him.
job. Again, it's not an easy job. He's doing great.
No,
You're doing
it's
great.
not. It's a very
Middle.
tough task.
Yep. Can you go this guy, this middle one? Is that far enough down? Four?
Next violation equals potential disqualification if the other team
Oh,
chooses
we're
so.
No,
Check
you
it out.
can't go that
38 blocks in,
The
8.76%
higher up is
pick
the
the
worst,
37
so
to
top
40
heavy.
range, which we are halfway through.
Ooh.
Wobbling big time right now, Jake.
Caleb facing row 5. Again, that is legal. Must be at least 4 rows down, and incomplete rows are included in that count. So those 2 blocks up there, that counts as row 1 if you're new to Jenga.
Hovering around that controversial block from earlier as well. That one is not pullable, so it would knock the tower over.
PFT in that splash zone down there. You see him on the bottom right of your screen.
Begging for a concussion.
You can't be scared of this game. You have to. It's a young man's game. You don't see too many old Jenga sideline reporters. Most of them are long since passed away. But you know what? If you're gonna die, do something that you love.
38 blocks in. It's Roan trying to get his first career win. He is 0-1 in his short career of Jenga.
60 seconds to pick.
60 seconds to choose and block. Remember, Jeff, this countdown is not a disqualification. It's kind of like going back to violation 1, where you must pull the block you choose in 60 seconds. It's not the end of the world.
Exactly, yes. You just have to make it's basically a pre-decision.
Right.
And then you have the time.
That is wobbling. That is like a bowl of Jello.
He's got one on that left side.
Oh,
No!
Roan sees movement. The top of the tower, seesawing back and forth as well. Can he get it out? It's going to be close. Block 39 on the
It's
line.
wobbling. It is all over the place.
I don't know.
It's
Oh,
out.
it's tilting left and right,
Can he
Jake.
complete the full slate up top?
Push it in. Push it in.
Not good enough for
Push it
Big
in.
for
Bullshit! What are
Fighter.
we talking about pushing
Just
in? What
push
are you
it
fucking
in.
talking
You
about?
push
it
in,
no,
dude.
dude. What are you
You
talking
push it
about?
in. I think it's
Seriously,
fine.
what are you talking about?
Okay, that's fine.
Roan
Now
very
you
angry
gotta
right
push
now.
it.
Press it out.
We are
Overruled,
with
too.
control tower,
Why?
and it's okay.
Why am I
Which is
going
it?
again?
You got this.
This
though.
guy doesn't know
I
what
don't.
he's
Wait,
doing.
Mark
I can't
Truck.
even reach
Don't
the
touch me.
top.
You touch me with
Don't
your
touch
chest.
me.
You touch my
Don't
fingers
touch
with your
me.
chest.
So shit. Your options are.
Jeff, in
Very
other sports
limited.
leagues, we've seen
What
fines and
about
suspensions
this
for
middle
making
one?
contact with an official.
Yeah.
We might see.
Well, I
that
think
again.
Caleb
What
was
about the one to
touched
the
by
left of
Big
it?
by
Oddly
Spider's
enough.
chest there. Excuse me.
Yeah. This guy.
It's
right
very
here.
wobbly. It's coming down.
See this
I just
fella?
don't
I think
know.
it's come down.
I don't know if Rhea has the
Don't listen to
vertical
him.
aptitude to be able to retower this block. She might have to get on Kate's shoulders.
Rhea standing at 5'3" and 3/4, straight out of Seaford, New York. She is facing an ultimate challenge with block 40.
You don't see the 3/4 measurement too much outside of, say, the NFL Combine.
This one's almost.
But that's
It's
very
incredible.
good, and it matters. Every quarter inch matters.
Yep.
60 seconds to pick.
How many of these we've seen,
You're
Jake?
good.
It's insane. Have gone now to 40 blocks. After exhibitions, we almost never saw it at all.
Right. 2 of our 6
This one's. I mean, it's almost already
regular
out.
season matches have gone
I
at
mean,
least
this
40.
is it. Like, there's no way that
4 of the 6 have gone at
Now
least
this is a
30.
wild suggestion.
Hole-in-ones, perfect games in bowling. That's what you get
Can you
with 40 block Jenga games.
slide
They're
that
that
one and
rare.
see if
And we've
it's
seen them so many
regular?
times now.
Well, Jeff, we are not
Why you
there
tune in.
yet. We are not there yet. This would be block 40. The official count, as you see on the bottom left of your screen, is
She has 2 hands.
39. Next violation equals a DQ for
Okay.
anybody.
Caleb's
When
saying
your
she
hands
has
in
2
my
hands. You're
headset right
allowed
now
to
telling
have
you,
2
try,
hands.
Rhea.
Yes.
Try, Rhea. Try, Rhea. Try. Do it for Hank.
You
Do it
got
for
Oh,
Mommy.
perfect.
Oh, no
Opening
way.
in row 5.
Don't listen to him. Just
Can
take
she
your
get it out?
sweet
It's
time.
about
We're getting apple box.
95% of the way
Hank says we're
there.
getting an apple box,
You
Rhea.
got it, Rhea.
Hank says we're getting an apple box.
It's out.
It almost killed PFT.
39 blocks in. Rhea was oh so close to completing the toughest turn in the match. But at the end of the day, the duo of Caleb and Roan survives as our sideline reporter PFT commenter avoids disaster. PFT, are you okay?
Socially
I don't have a
distant
problem with you
handshake.
guys.
It's 71 degrees down here on the floor, guys. 71 degrees.
He seems
Damn,
okay.
I
He
was
seems as
so
good as always.
close.
Back
We
to you.
almost made it to the
Conscious
record
and
recording.
PFT.
I feel like we did
In a moment
great.
here,
I
we'll
feel
need
very
some
good
post-game
about it.
interviews if you're okay to get up. But Jeff,
Yeah.
let's recap. 39 blocks in. Here is
That
a
was
replay
close.
of that losing block by Rhea. An absolute heartbreaker. It seems like she got over the hump, but right when she extracted, it was over.
It was a good pull there. She found the only, I think, block that was even possible before the retower could even happen. It was just tilting
Nothing
too
you could do
much.
about
Even
it.
when Roan had towered beforehand, it was tilting left and right. So an even greater move of pulling a block was
No.
always going to knock that thing over.
was a good effort.
Just came at a bad time. Both teams survived violations, Jake. That was just, I mean, we talked about last week's first match lasting an hour being crazy. This one, I think, was crazier and intense. The near fight that happened multiple times down there, we have not seen that yet.
About a 45-minute match one, and we're going to send it down the stream with a third member of our crew. It's an injured PFT commenter standing by with our winners who are also injured. Mr. Commenter, how you doing?
Well, we're doing great down here. That was an electric game of Jenga. I don't think I've seen anything more exciting in my entire life. Near brush with death. Always nice to say when you attend a sporting event. Now, I want to talk to the winning team here. You seem to have quite a few run-ins with the official Spider. It seemed personal at times. Is there any background beef that we should be aware of? Because it seemed like it went outside the bounds of Jenga.
I think we like to play it clean, and we like to not complain, and we like to play a nice, light game. And I think that that's how we executed. I think we played it close to the chest.
The most important ship to me is sportsmanship.
Championship.
Friendship.
Well, treating the refs right. And, you know, most time refs know what they're doing. And today wasn't one of those days, but we really did our best, and we kept it clean. And he touched my fingers with his chest a few times, but I didn't get mad, and we won.
We'll see if there might be an envelope in Caleb Presley's locker after this round. He might be seeing a fine from the commissioner, especially after making contact with the ref. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Mr. Commenter. And Jeff, Caleb and Roan, they definitely provided distraction throughout the entirety of that match, but in the end, they get the last laugh.
Yeah, I don't think that ended up being the problem. Again, that is the classic Jenga match where it wasn't one team beating the other. It's just you getting beaten by the tower.
Right.
Sometimes the tower is just too twisted. It's too screwed up for you to do anything about it, no matter how good of a Jenga player you are. That's what we saw right there. But my word, you can see as they open up this door, the tension finally leaves the room. That was unreal. Unreal to feel that in this room. It was ugly. And we'll see with 2 matches left. We have some instigators. We have some agitators. We have Big Cat. We have Nate. We have Billy. How will the ref hold up for the next 2 matches?
No doubt about it. And Jeff, similar to the NBA, they released that last 2 minutes pool report. We just got word that Big T did make the correct call on that violation with that middle block. But Roan, credit to him, he put that left one black and took out the middle one.
That's why he's the ref and I'm the announcer. I thought Rowan might have not. I was completely wrong. Big T did a great job despite the fact he was under pressure. I thought Caleb was actually going to throw a fist at him at one point. He did not. Cooler heads prevailed, and Spider down there is going to stay in the game and continue to be the referee. But again, we got to keep a look at this whole ref dynamic along with the players, because that was easily the biggest part of that match.
No doubt about it. Remember, more than 20,000 of you submitted your picks on the Play Barstool app. Go ahead and download it if you missed on the action. We have ping pong and Jenga coming next week. But, Jeff, more than 20,000 entered. After one match, we are down to 795. More than 90% gone, just like that.
I'll say it again, it's not easy winning, first of all, free money. I just got to say that. Not easy winning free money. It should be a challenge, and it is, but it's also exciting. That's the thing. These are exciting matches. We are 1 for 1 right now. You got all your money's worth right away with that first match. It's only going to get better.
All right,
only going to get better.
Shift our focus to match number 2 of the day. It is Smitty and Billy, a pair of returnees, taking on Mr. Cat, and then fresh face to the Triple S today, Jim Florentine. What stands out to you in this match, Jeff? You see Billy and Smitty, a pair of 35-year-olds. Big Cat going to be coaching Jim, quote-unquote, on the right side today.
Yeah, big thing here is obviously that Smitty is used to playing with Glenny balls. He's able to handle Glenny last time. I don't know about Billy. I'm very curious how Billy will be with Smitty. They're 2 guys who can definitely agitate each other. That's going to be the big thing. And, of course, Billy, big Jim Florentine fan. We'll see if he gets too starstruck here, if he gets the goosebumps, if he falls over during the match. You never know with Billy. He's the biggest wild card, hands down, maybe at the company, not even just in stool streams.
No doubt about it. And Big Cat's actually going for history today, Jeff. Big Cat, with a win today, he would become the first ever Jenga player to go 3-0 in the short history of Stool Stream. So a lot on the line today.
A massive feat. Also, I want to know, Billy eating something. Will his fingers be greasy? Will they be slippery? He's offering something to Smitty. Keep an eye on that one. A small X factor that maybe we didn't know about going into it.
All right, so you see Billy and Smitty. Smitty 0-1, Billy 1-0, Big Cat 2-0 as we mentioned, and Jim Florentine straight out of New Jersey making his debut. So before we kick off match number 2, back down to the 3rd member of our crew, Mr. Commenter, who is down with our match 2 contestants. Mr. Commenter, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling great. That was a close brush that I had at the end of the last game there. Fortunately, kept my wits about me, was able to deflect most of the blow. Quick check-in on the temperature. We're back down to 69 degrees. Now, this is kind of fun. I did this in between games. I poured a glass of water to show you just how cold it's gotten down here in Stoolstream Stadium. And watch, it's ice. It's not ice now, but it's very chilly water. The water's very ice cold. This should be a fun matchup, though. A little behind-the-scenes action. Billy football. Actually, big Jim Florentine fan. We'll see if the nerves come into play here. Billy performing in front of...
I don't think it will.
You don't think so?
No, he doesn't care.
He was a big Crank Acres guy growing up.
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, let's see if it fucks him up.
We'll see. It might fuck him up.
I just want it on the record that I'm going to try Big T often.
That's actually Spider,
That
our
is
rules official.
Spider. Big T not here.
I'm going to try Spider often. I do not respect this ref, and I will show it with all my actions.
Already carrying in
toughest job
PFT.
in the biz. Toughest job in the biz. Spider dealt with so much shit in game 1, just getting it piled, stacked high, stacked.
I did hear that the ref is a cheater, and that someone was coming out of the room. That's what I heard.
Yeah. There are allegations thrown around. Now, Spider did
I heard he's a
assault a
communist, too.
contestant.
Is that true? You're a communist? And you're an Alabama fan?
Tough.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Oh, no.
All right, Jeff, I believe we are ready to start match 2. A refresher on the order. It is going to be Smitty, Big Cat, Billy, and then Jim. Smitty, Big Cat, Billy, and then Jim. Remember, questions 3 and 4 on your play Barstool app. 795 of you still live. But remember, Jeff, if you missed out on game 1, you still have a $50 Barstool gift card going to somebody who goes 0 for 6.
Exactly, so stay tuned. Just because you may be eliminated, you are still alive if you're 0 for.
All right, so Smitty, the 35-year-old, straight out of the womb, starting things off down low, looking to get his first career win. And he starts things off with no issues. And without a doubt, Big Cat Alley down on the basement on the right side. No hesitation whatsoever.
The prop on that minus 1,000. That Big Cat was going to go for the bottom block. He always goes for the bottom block. That is his trademark move. And already we have an argument.
We're not doing this.
Who's this ref?
Spider not saying the lead tower is good enough.
We can put it wherever we want.
Put it on the side. Come on.
Hold me back. Hold me back.
Don't do anything that you're going to regret.
Do a violation on the first turn.
Don't do anything you'll regret.
That's not a violation. Is that a violation, Jake?
It's half the block's hanging over. Just put it normal.
He is the rules,
The official's discretion on the retowering.
That one's at
Unfortunately,
least on.
announcers don't have that say, Jay.
Right.
Was that hard?
Down the middle.
Asterisks. Go ahead, Billy.
All right, we're off to Billy football. And again, Jeff, the big storyline,
Billy, you got enough
the
cum?
potential starstruckness of Billy football
There you
with
go.
Jim Florentine on the other side could play a major factor.
Just pull it, dude.
What in
Just
the
pull
world
it.
is Billy doing right now, Jay?
Just pull it.
Loosening up the bottom block, it seems.
Going into Big Cat's neck of the woods down low, but now he's moving like 8 blocks.
He's moving. He's loosening every block known to man right now. A fascinating technique.
But remember, that bottom one's still hanging out. He would
Billy,
have to
that
put it
bottom
back.
one's
Yeah,
gotta go back.
he's got to put that back or just pull it.
Jeff, I'm concerned that Billy might not have enough gum in his mouth. I'm concerned
What
that
are you
he might not
doing?
make it. The flavor's not going to last throughout the whole game.
We've seen, PFT, you're down there. We've seen
You're
Billy play
such a
Jenga
weirdo.
20, 30 times. I've never seen what he's doing right now.
I think Billy's going with full send.
It's good. It's good strategy.
Going down for the basement,
Solid.
trying to
You
complete
are you
that first
trying to
full
look like the
slate.
biggest douchebag right
The
now, Billy?
21-year-old out of Manhattan, the
Dumb.
home game, quote unquote, if you will, for the senior in college, and we are 3 blocks in, and now we're going to get a look
All gas.
at Jim
All gas.
Here we go,
Florentine, the
Jim.
28-year-old
Here we go, Jim.
from
I'm
New
nervous about
Jersey.
Billy. I'm a
Yeah,
big
no,
fan of
don't-
He
Billy.
told
Yeah.
us his
We all
strategy,
are.
pretty
Do you
straightforward.
subscribe to his
He just
OnlyFans?
pulls random blocks and
No, I
hope the
haven't.
SHIT
He's too
doesn't
expensive.
fall. He just hopes they will FUCK it up before they FUCK it up.
Way to not
Jeff.
risk any fines potentially for
Jeff,
OJ.
my virgin ears. How dare you, sir?
Easy.
Beautiful,
How's that?
beautiful.
Easy.
That's okay.
It's
Getting
good.
on the side
It's
of the
okay,
refs
it's not
too. Very
great.
smart.
It's
I
okay.
think it's perfect.
One cycle in. Everybody's been ready. And Jeff, your keys to the match with Smitty and Billy. What do you see as them getting victorious
You
today?
cannot let Big Cat get in your head. That is his game. He did it to Tommy last week. It finally broke Tommy. It took a long time, but you cannot let Billy especially get distracted by Big Cat. And Smitty's got to be the general. He kept playing
Oh,
balls
you
at
pussy.
bay.
Don't go that high.
They did lose
You
on a
got it.
technicality,
Oh my
but they did
God.
last a while because of that. And
that
on the
really
other
what you're
side,
going with already,
talk to
Billy?
Billy,
Keep the fight.
distract him.
Keep the
But
fight.
here's my thing. I said pose a
Billy.
ton of
Lock it
questions
out.
to Billy.
You're good.
Make Billy think and talk. He's got so
all
much
you.
damn gum in his mouth
D3,
that I don't
baby.
think it's even
D3.
possible to even reply to anything. Maybe that's a strategy, Jake.
Billy being
Billy,
very
that
quiet so
was
far.
such
Those
a
are your keys to the
pussy
match
block.
presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Real vodka based
Straighten that out, Billy.
versus malt or fermented sugar. Real vodka, real juice for real fans just like us. Billy Football, who mentioned a 21-year-old of age to sip on a High Noon at his discretion. Let's go.
All right, Jim.
I know I'm going high, but I'm.
Jesus was a douchebag.
I think it's a strategy.
Jesus
I think the
wasn't-
gum
There's
is
no
a
strategy
distinct
with me.
strategy.
I don't know.
Exactly. Basically, just called you Jesus.
Jim Florentine
No,
trying
no.
to flirt with what would be block 8. We had a 39
Billy, you're a
block.
big fan. You got any advice for me? Guess not. He said he was.
Oh, fuck.
You would think a fan of crank anchors would help me out, but
Nope. Not Billy.
Actually, PFT, let's send it down to you. I think you have more insight on the relationship between Billy and Jim.
So Billy is a big fan of Jim Florentine. He calls
So
himself
you're-
a flow rider. That's what Billy and his childhood chums called themselves. They had a Crank Acres themed birthday party. They made Florentinis as the special treat. So Billy, I think the gum is a defense mechanism here. He's trying to occupy his jaw so that his heart doesn't flutter into overdrive. Back to you in the tower.
Thanks so much, PFT and Jeff. We'll see if that becomes a bigger factor down the stretch. But so far, Billy locked in, not uttering many words so far.
No, doing his typical thing. This is a little more like his game.
That away, Jesus football, that away.
Jesus football.
Big Cat called him Jesus earlier.
Big Cat, as quick as anyone here. It's like a quick pitcher. Goes up, takes his block, moves on.
Billy, as big of a fan as Jenga as he may be, he actually is scared of puppets. So, see how that plays a factor.
That's why he liked Crank Anchors. Crank Anchors did help him get over
On the
that
ball,
a little bit
baby,
as
on
a
the ball.
kid.
Yeah, whatever's easy.
It's a therapeutic show for him.
To Jim, who said he's only played this game once, but he actually did pretty well, and he said he will rely on Big Cat's experience to help get the dub today.
So you can also take one from here. That's the highest you can go.
Okay.
Those are usually.
yeah, let me just.
There you go. Yeah, whatever's easiest.
That is the fourth
to start.
row.
Good
And
leadership.
Once it gets
Yep.
hard, we'll start game
Big
plan.
Cat with
Great
the
coaching.
experience, doing a good job helping Jim. And the retowering down the middle is complete. We're 12 blocks in.
No ref issues after that first pull, too. It's more calm down there.
Jeff, let's break down the numbers from the Play Barstool
good
app. The
one.
most popular pick,
Good
overwhelming,
one.
is Billy to pull the losing block, 44%. Big Cat was the least popular pick. Just 12% believe he will end this game with the Jenga.
Yeah, you don't see Big Cat lose much in here, but Billy's pretty good at this game. But he's chaotic. He wants to create chaos at some point eventually. We saw that early on when he touched almost every block. And there's Smitty doing Smitty antics. Not as egregious as the game last week where he put it completely diagonal. He knows what he's
Tee
doing.
him up.
Right.
Do you
Right.
want to
Tee
tee
him
him
up.
up?
Explain the
No
rule.
one
What rule am I
respects you.
breaking?
No one
All three
respects you.
blocks.
What rule? What
Three.
rule? Is it
Two.
all you want to
knows
face
the
it?
rule,
Tee
Jake.
him up.
Smitty is not a rookie.
Oh, Smitty, you pussy. He pushed you around.
You push me around. I would like an explanation of what rule is being violated.
It has to be left, middle, or right, not between them. Come on. You know
Billy
this.
has a
You played this
giant thing
game
of
before.
gum on his face now, too. Bubble got too big. I wonder if that'll
Yeah.
distract
Was
him.
that a
On
G,
that
Jeff?
right
Did you
cheek.
say G as in gum, or it was a G, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Jump.
Gum. There's a lot of gum on Billy's face. Got it.
PFT as in Giannis.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smitty does know the rules. Smitty tried some antics last week. Greater than that, though. He went diagonal. I think he might be trying to rile the ref up.
Yeah, you got all the
PFT
gum
no
on
issues.
you.
Excuse me, Big Cat no issues
we go.
with block 14. And back to Billy football, 1-0 overall. He did win with our sideline reporter PFT a couple of weeks ago, taking down Rhea and Trent.
Is Billy trying to reverse rattle Big Cat? I'm not sure it's even possible. But the smirk just now would seem to indicate that is what he's doing.
Well, he
Good
did
fight. Good
anticipate
fight,
Big
Sir
Cat
William. Good
getting
fight.
in his head, Jeff. But he said the best way to refute that
think
is
it
straight
was
up
this.
beating Big Cat in the Triple S.
The win speaks all. Banners hang forever, Jake. Though you don't get a banner if you win today.
Nope, with Big Cat trying to get into
Someone will win, though.
uncharted territory with a potential 3-0 record on the line.
You're so.
Hey, let the big man work.
And another full slate,
I think it's loose.
just
Check
about
it out.
complete.
Yeah. It's good. It's perfect.
And we
It'll
are
either- it'll either
good
be
to
very
go.
loose, you'll know
15
right
blocks
away.
deep, back
Yeah,
to Jim
grab it.
Florentine.
I feel like I would have better luck if someone had gum for me.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get Jim
Just
some
saying.
gum?
Asking for some gum.
Billy,
Smitty might have
we
been
can
getting
do
the rest
gum?
of the pack.
Was this his plot the entire time?
Way to give him his
Was
use
to
of the
chew a
opening.
bunch of gum and then make Jim want some gum, and then he'll roofie Jim Florentine, put him in the back of his trunk, duct tape him, and take him home and make him do comedy for him. I think that might be Billy's plan.
What block are we on? 15.
That's 16 deep. 4 rows
Yes,
through the rotation.
Smitty. Yes,
Smitty
Smitty.
going
Let's
to
get
create
it
a double
going.
hanger. And Jeff, we didn't do a good job
Let's
of letting
go,
everyone know that this is a
boys.
hanging tower. I think we
Let's
overlooked that.
Yeah, because you just with Big Cat, that's just what you get, and it happened
Right.
so early. Last game, it happened in the 30s, I believe. It just happens right now off the bat. That's the type of tower that Big
Get
Cat
it
usually works with. That is
going.
his skill. That's what he does.
Right, so
Just
our
train him.
our apologies for not building up the hype of a hanging tower for the second consecutive match.
No. Stop. Stop.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
You're just going to let him do that?
We heard from the control truck that that's okay.
Yeah, I know it's
legal.
okay.
Yeah,
You don't
fixing
know
and a
the rules
retowering.
either.
It's a risk. That's the thing. It's a risky move. He
sham
very well could have
referee.
knocked the tower over.
Yep, we actually did go up to Manhattan for the
Tee up,
confirmation there.
Smitty.
Spider's definitely the Manchurian referee. He's getting all of his lines from above. Who knows who's calling these shots? But one thing's for sure, Spider is a puppet. Who is playing him? It's not Jim Florentine this time.
Billy, tie your shoes.
As for question 4, Jeff, on the Play Barstool app, 33-36, once again the most popular pick, 35.54% of the field, and the least popular was 41 plus, just 4%, but we've seen games go beyond that number 4.
The 41 plus might be a more popular thing going forward. as
I
people
don't,
see
I
these
don't want
matches
to
last
narc,
longer.
but can I narc?
Sure.
There may have been a second-hand touch behind the back when Billy was doing his showboating Harlem Globetrotters style Jenga. We need to take another look because there might have been 2 hands on there.
He might
He
have
went behind the back,
violated.
guys. He went behind the back. Showboating. He's a showboating son of a bitch.
All right, PFT said that there could have been a violation.
No shenanigans.
We're going to pause play for a second here. Remember, we need conclusive video
Yeah, you have to
evidence
see
to
it.
overturn it because there was no call on the floor by Spider.
Could
We're
the
at block
showboating
19.
Could the showboating hurt him, Jake? Getting too cocky. The reverse psych out of Big Cat may end up hurting Billy.
I didn't touch him.
We'll
I
have
know you
another
just
look.
see.
Remember,
We'll
it
hear
needs to
from
be
the booth.
overwhelming. He's got that left hand on his waist. Big Cat trying to distract him. I don't know if there's anything conclusive, Jeff.
Nah, and you assume a Big Cat probably would have called it out had he done it as well.
And we have the confirmed
You
report.
escaped
There
the
is
fight.
no
The fight
violation.
tonight.
Play
Good job,
on
Billy.
the
You didn't cheat
field
this time.
stance.
That makes PFT not an official narc. too.
Sorry for narking on you, Billy.
Back to Jim, who's facing a challenge of block 20. He's
Little
aiming
wobbly.
midway down the tower right now.
Little wobbly. First real movement we've seen.
He's going to southpaw on this one.
Bless you.
Really blowing on the tower with the bubblegum burp just now.
Jim just nailed that one. That was smooth as you please.
Good.
Yep.
A little smirk and a walk away. The quiet confidence.
Well, we saw the rookie last game very much aggressive against our ref. This rookie and Jim confirming each time, making sure it's a flawless turn. Just like Smitty's having here, Jay.
Sorry. My bad.
Another full slate by Smitty, nearly complete, and now it is. 21 blocks in.
Whoa.
Smitty.
He could feel that. It's almost like he could like feel the tower moving. He turned quick. He thought he might have lost there.
There were some
Remember the
footwork
first
issues down there. He's got to work on the footwork for sure. That's some stuff you got to clean up in preseason.
The first range, 0 to 28. Big Cat a little twist there.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good to have those near mistakes. Keep you a little more focused. Smitty won't do that again. I promise you that. There's that first pant Billy laugh.
Real
It's
shame.
a weird combination of noises.
Big Cat does not blink. He simply doesn't blink.
It's out for Big Cat. He's got a full slate to work with up top. Can go anywhere. Chooses the middle.
Good fight, good night. Good fight,
got
good
it.
night.
And block 22 with success.
I know what you mean. This is a pretty looking Jenga at the bottom. Proud of everyone.
A little collaboration between the teams here, all for the sake of the art.
Careful, Bill.
One thing's for sure, Billy is trying to execute some sort of bit. I don't even know if Billy knows what his bit is, but it's a bit. Billy he's halfway drowning in a bit right now.
So what'd you like about crank anchors, Bill?
Like the crank.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, which is your favorite call?
Yeah.
I like the yank.
What did
Yeah.
they do on crank anchors, Billy?
Puppets.
Yeah? And what would they do with them?
They crank them and yank them.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like you're a big fan.
Stat speed right there.
Hughes Desmond.
Or that.
I think this.
Billy creates another hanger. Can he reach tower? He's electing to go with that right side, but now, Jeff, is this an unnecessary chisel?
Yeah, you don't have to do this. It's allowed, but it's just
Get away.
Risky.
That masonry work.
risky and unnecessary.
That
This is what I was talking about, where Billy is, he is now he's up to his neck in a bit, and he doesn't know what the bit is. It's going to sink him.
Yeah, he's lost. He's
that over.
lost
You gotta
inside
fix
of
this
a
one
bit.
if you're going over
Yeah.
there.
Not good enough
Yeah,
for Billy.
you gotta
And
fix
there's
this
the
one.
risk. That's what happened.
That's
You
not
gotta
even
fix
close.
if you're going over here. You gotta fix
That's
this one.
not even
He
close.
did a bit. He tried to make it tougher, and now he's only made it tougher on himself.
It's 2/3 of a bit. It's a BI.
Keep going. You're not even going. Come on. You're not even doing it. Keep going. Keep
You
going.
have 10 seconds to fix it.
10 seconds to fix. Spider counting in.
Keep going.
Really nice form by
I
Spider
think
there
this
with
one,
the
Jim.
count.
I think
It's
right
good.
here, nice
So
and
back
soft.
to Big Cat, who's been
Either
very
this
quick.
one
Excuse
or
me,
that
it's
one.
Jim's turn.
Big Cat knows the terminology. A soft block is what he finds.
Yeah,
he
there you
says.
go.
Also known as a pillow.
Yep, pillow block. Fluffy.
So Jim making his debut.
I think we just heard Billy may have revealed what his
I
strat.
heard
PFT, can you
him.
relay
He's
what
so
he said? Though
stupid,
Big
I
Cat
heard
did
him.
hear it and doesn't care.
Of course it.
I've got an exclusive. on the
His
sidelines.
hands in there. His hands in there.
I've got an exclusive on the sidelines to play for Billy. None of these microphones are on right now. These are all fake microphones. Okay, Billy's thought process is that he does not think that Big Cat can chirp him if he chews gum. It's the other way around, Billy. You can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Big Cat can.
Nice. Nice.
Push that in a little bit.
Can you do it for me?
No.
That's good. That's good.
That's good.
All right, turn complete, but we have a timeout. We have a review. Manhattan has called in for a look at this one. Needs to be conclusive because there was no call down the stream. Block 24, Jim Florentine on the hot seat of a potential two-hand violation.
Right down to the Stool Streams VAR. Did he two-hand it?
Where?
And there it is.
Oh, yes, he did.
It's conclusive, and now
That
Big
was actually
Cat.
like a
It's a
long
double
two
whammy.
hands, and you just
Man, it's
So what
almost like
happens?
your head was
No,
in
Yeah,
his
missed
car
by
window.
the ref. Missed by a lot.
Can't
Billy
do
was
it again.
explaining.
Can't do it
Next
again.
turn, you have to touch the.
Whoa,
Hey,
whoa.
Don't touch me again.
Billy just back
they
to
changed the
seat.
rule?
You don't catch it on
Yes.
the screen.
You have to pull the first one you touch.
I do?
Yes.
The team penalty.
Got it.
PFT, you're going to talk to
Complaint
our
from Big
rules
Cat.
violation committer.
Yeah, Jim, so that was a rules violation, your first one. Do you think maybe your inexperience being a rookie in the Stool Stream Stadium had anything to do with that brain fart?
No, it was Billy who was making me nervous. Just the way he chews that gum.
Yep. Billy's bit is working now.
I know, because he's not talking. He's just.
That's actually his strategy, was he decided to just stuff all the gum that he could find in his mouth to prevent himself from saying something stupid. So far, it's working. Back to you in the tower.
Thanks so much, PFT and Jim. So that is a violation on Team Big Cat and Jim. Remember, we have updated rules. Next violation equals potential disqualification. The other team took it, and Smitty, remember, Jeff, he was on the wrong side of a disqualification last week. That would be sweet, sweet revenge for him if he could take it on the right side of it.
I would never take a disqualification.
That was
I
like
want
a
that
Yeah,
on record.
Smitty is a
There you go.
competitor. I don't think he'd take the disqualification. That's just a prediction.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. In
It's a
the
Brandon
moment, you
Walker
never know.
move.
He does
Yeah,
extract
right
it.
there.
That's what
to the
Hashtag
first
Hashtag
one.
crazy
First
Brandon.
one you touch.
Big Cat doesn't seem phased or care at all that this is what he's about to have to do.
Big
Yep,
Cat has
that's why.
touched one.
He's always a step ahead, always a move ahead. It didn't seem. Notice there was no fight at all. He thought maybe he had one more warning violation. No, he found out it was this turn and didn't care because he found an easy block.
Jeff, look at the row of split bices
Lost
right
by
there. A
violation.
split bice,
That's
one block on
fascinating.
top of two, 3 in a row.
That is
Glad he balls.
what happens when you pull out those bottom blocks. The bottom starts to come out first, and now it's a top-heavy tower.
All right, so next penalty from Big Cat and Jim, disqualification. Now the pressure back to Billy. PFT, what are you hearing down there?
Yeah, I'm here down here at Stool Stream Stadium on the floor. Both sides, independently of one another, have extended a hand in the name of sportsmanship. I'm hearing neither side will accept a win in the form of disqualification should it come to that.
Gentlemen's rules. But you still need to. But you still need to go for the
kidding?
next block.
Yes.
The first one they touch.
I'm looking at it.
You're
This
not.
obviously
Look.
means they will still follow the rules. I want to be clear on
Come
that.
look at it.
That's Smitty's block.
No, it's Big
That's
Cat.
no, it's
No,
not,
it's not.
you idiot. You just told on your own teammate. Ha!
What game are you watching?
Do you want to go back and have to fix your block?
You can't retroactive block.
No, you're
We're
not.
not that
But I'm
dark.
at.
Hey, you're just not doing your job.
Exactly.
Remember that 0 to 28 range,
Commie spider.
in grave danger.
You
As Billy tries
something
to
about
chisel out
you
block
right now, Billy,
27.
is so punchable.
Maybe Billy's bit is working. I don't know.
It's working to perfection down here.
Another
I've been-
split bice.
I've been dominating.
Big
Oh, yeah,
Cat.
good
Billy
one.
retower.
Yeah, good job, Billy. Why don't you focus on your turn?
Big Cat is flummoxed on what exactly Billy is
Dude, I
doing.
think I'm in your
He
head.
just knows he looks like an asshole.
Great strategy by
I mean,
Billy.
it's not really that different than what Billy usually
But
does.
he's overwhelming Big Cat with douchebaggery as opposed to just giving him one douchebaggery.
He went Max Douche for this day.
Max Douche, that's his Jenga name.
Really treating that left block like a hammer. The middle one is a nail.
His heel's out of the box.
His
Not even
heel's
close.
clearly in the box.
Billy,
Not
not
even close.
phased.
One in the hole.
And Jeff, what do you make out of these unnecessary moves of moving the top row around?
I'm not going to call them stupid right now. I think they're unnecessary. In 5 turns, then it becomes stupid. Because right now it's not tilting all that much. But again, it's wholly unnecessary.
It's not fun for the audience.
Especially right now because he's the last one on this tower. There's
I've been
no
doing
need
great.
to do that. Oh, and see, that's my point.
Yep. Wow. Turn not
You didn't
complete.
realize how much that was moving until you hit
If he had put it in the middle, he wouldn't have seen
All right,
that
so-
movement at all.
27 blocks in.
Taking one of these.
Spotlight back to Jim Florentine. Awfully
nudge it.
familiar with the
No,
spotlight
maybe not
as
the
a
side, but the
comedian.
middle ones usually are loose here.
Right, yeah.
Up
But
top.
the spotlight inside the Triple S, Jeff, far different than what we've seen on a stage.
No. So when you do it, like, you kind of want to like grip and nudge, so that you give it a little stability to the tower.
I'm down here on the floor, and Willie is trying to feed me some storylines to put out there. He's saying that he's in Big Cat's head big time. Look how pissed off Big Cat is. Man, Big Cat keeps thinking about me, and I'm not thinking about him at all. Do you think that Big Cat's thinking about me right now? These are all the things that Billy has said to me. the
Yeah, I
last
mean,
5 seconds.
it looks like it could be.
They're calling for a big catnip.
Another violation would equal potential disqualification. Jim on his last turn, very obviously used
I can't
two
tell
hands.
until I touch it.
So Big Cat as the veteran, making sure his partner does not commit another violation.
I got the hand behind my back, I know, not touching.
Learned his lesson. He seems disgusted with this tower.
50 seconds, so you can go. This is the highest row you can go. This
All right.
4 rows deep. Big Cat doing a good job reminding the rookie how the rules work.
It just twisted a little bit, Jake.
Some more twists on a potential block 28. Closing on the end of that first window on your Play Barstool app. Question 4.
Twisted again.
30. You have to pick a block. in
30 seconds to lock in a
Slowest 20
block.
seconds, sir.
It is
25.
What do you think?
circling in all directions right now, Jake.
You just got to pick a block.
15.
Reminiscent of the
Doesn't
Mad
wanna
Tea
pull that
Fest
one.
No, that
at
one
Disney
won't go.
World. The ride
15.
just
20.
twirls and twirls. That's what Jim is facing right
Whoa.
now. He's got movement
Your time.
on that
Fucking
eastern
money.
block. 7 rows deep.
10.
Can he complete it as the countdown can go?
Oh,
Yes.
come on!
No.
Come
We
on!
have
2.
a ball on the floor,
That's
but Jim
bullshit.
is not in
Great
any
job, Jim.
trouble.
I
A
mean,
full
that's
slate
bullshit.
to work
Just
with.
Billy's dropping balls in the middle of the Jenga.
To do that to an idol, that's
While we're
offensive.
playing to an idol. Like, come on.
You know what?
I had a crank Jenga shirt for him and everything.
Tee him up, T.
Unbelievable.
Tee him up.
That was unsportsman behavior, but Jim Florentine with a steely eye
That was
resolve
great.
necessary.
That was a good job.
Wait, we're going to get one more
Holy
look. Remember,
smokes,
Jeff,
he was
there are some
down.
murmurs in the chat that Smitty used 2 hands in his last turn, but we have the evidence that that was indeed not the case on block 24. Here's a
Yes,
look.
Smitty did not use 2 hands. People accusing him of it, but Smitty, a man of integrity, probably would have said he did it if he had.
Absolutely would have.
No, he did not, is our final answer here, our word from the booth. Smitty is clean
I could also see
from that
Smitty.
turn.
I could see Smitty cheating just so that he could admit to cheating.
Yeah.
Go.
To maintain that integrity. That's how.
Nice soft
That's
pull
how
from
much honor
Smitty.
this man has.
No problem. He flipped, and his hand came from on the other side. But if that camera angle is all you saw, you may have thought so. But no, he did not.
All right, 28 blocks in. Back to the top of the order. And Jeff, a very crucial block here. Can't understate it enough. A successful move here would eliminate the 0 to 28 range picked by 13% of the field.
Is the block flip the most unnecessary move in Jenga? Who's impressed by that at this point? It's just so risky.
Right.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Chicks dig the block flip.
Yeah, they do.
The majesty of the block flip.
Come on, ref.
I don't know if this is good
Come
enough.
on, ref.
Little further.
Come on,
He's
ref.
gonna have to go a little further
Come
out.
on,
Great job
ref.
by
Are
our
you gonna
Sky
call it?
Cam once
Are you
again.
gonna call it?
Clearly
Come
not enough
on,
room for that
ref.
middle
Are you gonna
block.
call it?
Sky
Dude,
Cam.
it's
Hard
Smitty last
check him.
time.
The
What
hardest
did he do?
worker in the room gets hit all the time in cornhole.
Yep.
Oh, a
No,
straight,
I see what you're
a
doing.
full
with that.
pickup.
It's good.
Oh,
A full-on
man.
pickup.
The
You
game
don't
is
see it
afoot.
that often.
Back to Big Cat. Looking for that prestigious 3-0 mark. Would be the first ever contestant in Stool Stream's history to do so.
It's not true.
See how I'm
That's not true,
holding it with
Jake.
my other fingers?
Somebody else went 3-0.
3-0 in Jenga, if I may.
You brace it with your other fingers.
Not a triple
PFT
crown.
did complete the triple crown. He has wins in ping pong, Jenga, and cornhole, but we're talking about a 3-0 record in Jenga on the line here. He would be the only one in that category with a win today.
Dropped it pretty heavy. That is not always
dirty
the best
top.
we saw
It's a
in an
dirty top,
exhibition. Nick
Spider.
Tarani knocked the tower over with the drop.
That drop was that was bone shattering. That was the beast quake. That registered a 3.0 on the Richter scale down the street at Madison Square Garden.
Some extracurricular activities going on outside the tape right now as Billy and Big Cat getting into it.
Big Cat exerting his dominance now. He's saying enough of this shenanigans. He's not rattled, but he hasn't been able to rattle Billy, which is a big miss in his game because he usually rattles at least one competitor.
Before the match, Big Cat actually said he was not planning on doing trash talking, but I guess technically that wasn't talk what he just did.
That's 2-0.
Don't let that go in the box.
What would you do, Big T? It's already happened.
Violation.
It
Team
happened
up.
already.
Team up.
I just told you that's
Team
a
up.
violation.
Team up.
Call it regular. Call
That's a
everything
violation.
fair.
You do it again,
Call
it's a
everything
disqualification.
fair.
You said the next time was a violation. You put it right in the box.
I just said it's a
He dropped
violation.
his nuts on your face.
I said it's a violation, did I
Then
not?
team up.
It's too late now.
This is anarchy.
Respect the rules.
He didn't.
I respect the rules. Billy didn't at first, so now we're even.
Respect the rules.
It's blatant Bolsheviks.
So warning. I got warned. Thank you. Good warning. Good warning, ref.
Respect the rules.
Good warning, ref. I fucking respect it. You don't.
No, I don't.
This thing is leaning.
30 blocks in, the next window of blocks. 29 to 32 as Billy searching for another potential Tittleman's press.
Oh, it's wobbling, Jake.
You
it
got
would
it.
make me nothing better to see your cocky fucking ass just have it all fall on you while you have your bubble in your mouth.
Chiseling that western block.
Half the time he's not even touching it. Like he's not touching it. He's not
Billy,
doing
one of the few
anything.
competitors who loosens other blocks to loosen his own block.
Right,
It's
but
risky,
remember,
but
you
it
must
works.
put those other ones back
Correct.
in place.
Pull fast. You gotta pull fast.
Creating a mess, you must
Be a
clean it
legend.
up.
Go. 1, 2, 3, go. Dude, you go fast. Everyone's
Top half
gonna be
continues to
sick.
seesaw.
Jake, you know,
60
he
to
can be
2,
goaded
3,
into
go.
doing the quick pull.
Yep.
And go.
I'm getting word that Jimmy
Billy,
Taylor.
knock it the other way. Knock it
Pull
the
it.
other way. Knock it the
Just
other
pull
way.
it fast.
Top half
Just
continues
pull it
to
fast.
move.
Do
Big
it.
Cat
Just
building
fast.
pressure.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
do it.
shaking.
You gotta pull it fast.
50
Just
to
pull it
pick.
fast. 3, 2, 1, go.
15 to pick.
Legend.
50.
You're a legend, Billy.
I'm getting
You
word
are a
that Jimmy
fucking
Taylor
legend,
is
dude.
doing
Big Cat's
the
peer
last-
You can
pressure
hold this
work.
so
And then
fast
he's
right
saying,
now, and
Go the
everyone's
other way,
like,
Billy.
holy shit,
Billy, you gotta go the
got
other way.
this,
You
dude.
gotta go the
You
other
got
way.
this. You
Billy, you
got
gotta go
this.
the other way. There you go. There you go.
Oh,
it's
There you
like
go.
jello
Good
right
fight,
now.
young man.
Wow.
Good fight, young man.
What
Pull it.
in the
Pull it.
world?
What an audible to the other side. Will it
it.
work?
Oh!
It's out!
Oh.
And Billy Football avoids the talk of Big Cat to complete the turn of the match so far.
That was like a jiggle. That looked like a thing of jello
funny
moving
as
back
hell.
and forth. We saw
You
the
were
tower
close
was
to
fall
pulling
with
it
Tommy
fast.
Smokes the other day, but this one was a continuous wobble and
Right.
movement for
Champion
like
state
10 seconds,
Champion
Jake.
state champions.
And when you see this
Hold
replay,
on, 1 second. We're
you
doing
will
this.
see what I mean because Billy went for the pull and then did the reverse pull by pushing the block back through to the other side. A move I don't think we've seen yet, Jake, right?
Nope, not at all. Billy Football with a big time move. We've seen the tablecloth move a couple of times, not in full length, but that was as close
good
as
to
it
go.
comes to a web gem for Billy Football, the
this
21-year-old
one
standing at
was
6'4", 230 pounds.
The Billy haters and doubters are
Maybe.
silent right now.
If you grip it.
Silent.
No. I'm wrong. Try a pie.
Can Jim complete block 32? Remember, he did commit a rules violation in block 24 a couple of cycles ago. Next violation, potential DQ. But as our sideline reporter PFC commenter said, we will not see any wins by default today. But remember, when you have the opportunity, minds could always change.
You know what, Jake? They did say that earlier.
Good
but
one, Jim.
As this tower gets wobblier and the reality of the possibility of losing draws nearer and nearer, I would not be surprised to see a team reverse their stance on that.
Careful.
That would be something.
Maybe go the other
but
way.
that would
Maybe
need
go the other
another
way.
disqual-
Billy
a
did.
violation for that
Yeah.
to become reality. Jim chiseling.
We're going to see a reverse again? Not as full as Billy's, but we could see it again.
I think Billy, he put the playbook out there. He maybe tipped his hand too early, gave some advice to the opponent. But again, he's probably very happy to give his hero a little leg up.
There you go, Jim.
Jim looking for the
There you
Tillman's
go,
crest.
Jim.
6 rows down.
There you go, Jim.
It's more than halfway out. Can he complete?
Fuck yes, Jim.
It's good.
Oh.
He must retower.
Fuck
Big
yes.
exhale from the 28-year-old comedian from New Jersey.
28, all right.
Little confidence boost there for Jim.
This is what he
We
told
like
me in our
hearing that.
pregame phone call yesterday.
Fuck yes.
2 consecutive
Great move,
pole
Jim.
reversals where the
Great
block goes
move.
out
Are you
one
serious?
way
That's okay.
and then is removed the other side.
I learned that off of Billy.
It's a good fight.
When he went back and
You should be-
forth.
you should be automated.
He's my
Hey, don't
actor.
talk to the ref
Oh,
like
some
that.
more
Don't talk to the ref
extracurriculars.
like
Big
that.
Cat and Billy.
We hear the student
Don't talk
became
to
the
ref
teacher
like
of
that.
Billy, now
I
a
got
huge
stuck.
argument.
Getting automated.
I got the refs back. Don't fucking.
Remember the 29 to 32 range, picked by 26% of the field. Now in big trouble if Smitty completes this full slate up top.
One thing
Second
I'm
least
noticing
popular
down
pick,
here,
correct,
guys.
Jake? Smitty pulling the last block.
Smitty 21%, but the 29 to 32 range, the second
That one
most
I can
popular pick.
feel.
Down from
I
the ground
can
level,
feel it,
I'm
Smitty.
seeing the top of this tower is it's a disaster zone. It looks like a big British smile. There are just blocks all over the place. Once he puts this thing back on top, it might come crumbling down.
PFT, last week he
Move
noted that
around,
Glenny
move
was
around.
shaking, had the Jimmy legs. Does Smitty have the Jimmy legs himself?
Oh.
Remember, just
Oh,
769 players remaining for a record progressive jackpot of $1,500. Go download the Play Barstool app in the App Store to get in on the action for next contest, which will be Monday table tennis. And actually, 4 of the 6
that
participants
thing.
are in this room right now, you and I included, Jeff.
This is a great.
From this thing, it looks like
Jenga
witchcraft
we
right
got
there. I don't even know how he moved that block.
It's crazy. It looks like somebody built a totem pole perfectly at the bottom, then got to the top and for the last head said, fuck it, let's just put Michael Strahan up there.
It's row 5 that Smitty's
What a
got
ball.
his eyes on.
Big Cat trying to get him to celebrate early because this thing is not over
No,
here.
that's a great pull. He's got that. Easy.
Whoa, another block coming out, Jake.
I don't know,
yeah.
Jim.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Gotta pull fast. Go, just go. Did you want to go? Did you
Having
want to go?
issues.
He's pushing other blocks out as he pulls this one.
Yeah!
Oh, back and forth!
Not anywhere near
Let's
done
it
though.
stabilize. He must retower, but has just avoided disaster. Still must retower cleanly.
Nice job, Smitty.
It is legal.
Nice
Are we
job.
seriously going to allow that
Wait a second,
block?
we got a replay.
Are we seriously going to allow this?
Look at this job by Smitty. He committed to this one. It was pulling out other blocks on the tower. He might have had a Jenga before the pull. Maybe a bit of a Deshaun Jackson celebration early. Waited for it. And then a clean retower. We've seen he's had retowering issues. That's success for Smitty. Looking for that redemption after many people feel like he was gypped last week.
PFT trying to get a word of the tower, which is crumbling. PFT, what's the tower saying?
You gotta let the tower talk. You gotta listen. I'm a mess. The tower's a mess. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much. And we are 33 blocks in, so goodbye to those who picked 29 to 32. But the 33 to 36 range was the most popular pick at 35.54%. And Big Cat, no issues whatsoever, creating another slate.
Even this many rounds in, still quick. Finds it, pulls it, moves on.
You gotta pull that fast.
Make sure you're not in the box.
Careful.
Billy chiseling.
Yeah, that's the block that Smitty partially removed earlier. Kind of like a 2-for-1 special here for this team.
Smitty and Billy actually have been partners before, but in video games.
Careful.
And Smitty said he believes they'll fare well
Careful.
because they are brothers in battle, which could carry
Did you
over
see the
to
one he
brothers
pushed?
in life.
Yeah.
34
Yeah,
blocks
that
in,
might be one.
looking to get a
Yeah.
W. Billy twisting
Oh
counterclockwise.
my God, that thing is ready to go.
It's out.
5
All right, you gotta be
degrees
very, very
rotation.
careful.
Sir William.
Very,
Looking to
very
retower.
careful. Oh, 2 in!
Oh, we have a violation by Billy Football.
Let's go!
At a
Mr.
brutal
Douchebag.
time.
Oh, you're in my head? You just went 2 hands, you idiot.
Billy will complete the turn, and then Jeff another look. And now we are about to be even in violations, one apiece.
I thought you were mentally owning me today.
That's as long as he completes
That
this turn.
was a huge.
Billy, and that's
not
not over yet. No way.
I did it on purpose.
You did it on purpose.
They did it on
You fucked
purpose.
over Smitty. You fucked over
Replay
Smitty.
coming, Jeff. This one again, obvious.
They say that they won't disqualify each other, but we'll see if that
No, we
will
will not.
stand. They say they won't. But now they're in that position because Billy very clearly, that's the longest two-hand touch we've ever seen in Jenga.
Both edges by Billy's fingers, and the next
I don't know,
violation
you might not
equals
wanna go with
potential
that one.
disqualification.
Said he did it on purpose, though. Do we believe him? I don't know. But he does say he did that on purpose.
It
They have
puts
a
the
big
pressure on
violation.
Smitty because he must touch
Right.
the first block he takes out.
Maybe that one. I don't know.
Smitty was able to last through it, I believe, last week.
You're good.
No.
Until in the end, they did lose on a technicality with the violation.
Jim was the one who committed a violation on block 24, 9 blocks ago.
He's been clean ever since here.
Smitty, just go. Yeah, go. Pull out that way, slowly. If it's loose, oh Jesus Christ, this thing's gonna fall.
Big Cat losing confidence
If
in
it's
his
not loose,
partner.
then don't.
He is
put it back,
wobbling in a
push it back.
circle right now.
Oh,
Remember, match 1 went 39 blocks. Rhea crumbled the tower. Right now, we're at the 35 mark of match 2.
Like a Jenga tornado.
oh yeah.
Oh!
There it is, Jim.
Big Cat had something in his voice that sounded like he knew a loss was imminent. That may not be the case anymore.
No, I found that one.
Butter smooth.
Out for Jim. Can he retower? He's only got 1 slot on that far side to create another full slate.
Moving.
Got some yard work to do up top.
We
It's a
got pushed
dirty
out of the
top.
little
Not good enough for Spider.
It's a dirty top.
Easy, nice and easy. Yeah, lift and move. Yep. There we go. That
It's
was
got a
good.
touch.
Not good enough for Spider.
Touching.
Wow.
It's a dirty
Spider,
top.
Very
It's
interesting.
not touching the
Not
middle.
touching either, though.
Yeah, the other one's not touching.
It's a dirty
So
top.
now you just lift and move.
You gotta
If
push
want
it
to-
in just a little
lift
bit.
the edge and just move it.
Just lift this.
Yep, and just move it just a little bit. There you go. That's touching.
That's,
It's a dirty
I
top.
mean, that's the exact same.
all right, we're good.
It's a dirty top.
There we
Clean.
go.
So
All right, first one you touch.
Smirk on Smitty's face, Jake.
Oh,
He
it's
knows
huge.
the task at hand is nearly impossible, but if he pulls it off, legendary status here.
Billy committed the violation on his last team's turn, leaving Smitty with the toughest turn of the match.
You got this,
36
Smitty.
blocks in. Remember,
Just
the rule
fucking be
is
a legend, dude.
after
Just
your
pull
teammate
one.
commits a violation, you must extract the first block that is touched on this turn.
Just pull
60
it,
to
Smitty.
pin.
Just be a legend and pull it.
Smitty not
I would
easily
love
fazed.
to know what's going on inside Smitty's head right now. Absolutely love. I'd kill to know.
He's probably saying,
This is the
"Fuck you,
brain
Billy,
of
you
an assassin.
He does confirm he hates Billy right now.
Douchebag.
Already jumping
Being
ship on the
cocky all
team
game and
chemistry
screwing me
sake.
over.
There's still a lot of tower to be played.
There's people on his shoulders who picked him to win here. He doesn't want to let them down
40.
because of a Billy mistake.
20% pick Smitty to
Some-
pull the losing block. That
some
was
have
more
said
than
that Smitty-
4,400 of you.
Some have called Smitty a blockhead. We'll see if
Nope.
he's got a block heart.
30 to pick.
Careful.
30 to pick.
You won't touch it again. Oh, he touched it. He touched it.
He did touch one. He's
All right.
That's
not
what Billy
happy.
told him to
He doesn't
do.
like it. It's glued in
That's
fairly
the one I had
well.
before. It
Don't
was what-
count
it
him.
was gone.
Oh!
Don't
Oh,
count him
no.
out yet, though.
Smitty in a
Wow.
whole
He's
world of
moving
trouble.
it.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. He's got
Confidence
it.
level
He's got
rising.
it. He's got
I
it.
don't know. I don't know.
He's got it. He's got it.
He has time. He is
Yeah.
rushing.
Oh,
Still shaking.
He's manipulating the
Back
tower.
and forth we
like a
go.
pro.
Block 37 for Smitty.
There's just no way, Jake. There's no way.
No, I
PFT
think
doesn't
he's got
believe it.
it.
He has a better view than us.
Oh, nice switch.
It's still shaking.
Nice switch, Smitty.
Still legal moves from Smitty.
What he's doing is fine. We saw someone hold the tower up last time. Just one
Yep.
hand, no issue.
About 85% of the way out. This is the
You
exact
have
moment
got
and move that
to be
Rhea
kidding me.
caused the
told
Jenga.
you.
But it's out.
And the
Great pull,
toss.
Smitty. That's a
It's
great
out.
Wow.
He has a full slate to work with up top. Which way
pull.
will
That's a
he
great
go?
pull, Smitty.
Gotta place it.
Credit where credit's due. That's a great fucking pull.
What a move from Smitty, but not good
Oh.
enough. Currently
Oh.
not good. Not good enough. Turn not over.
You hate to see the referees become the
Go
star
F
show.
themselves.
We got a little Joe West syndrome down here. For
All right,
Spider.
Jeff, another look at this superb
replay, we
move
gotta replay.
by Smitty. 37 blocks in.
Arguably, out of the first 3 Stool Stream Jenga competitions, I think this is the best pole we have seen. Saved the tower a couple times. It looks like that's being pulled on a string right now, and somehow Smitty able to manage to get the pole. Big Cat thought he had the win. Even Smitty's eyes, when he first touched that block, was a look at Billy like, this is over. Guess what? It's not, Jake. All the
Pressure
on
over
Big Cat.
to Big Cat. Remember, looking to go into uncharted territory. Could become the first ever 3-0 Jenga player in the history of Stool Streams.
I saw something from Big Cat upon his approach. He gave a little smirk, and inside that smirk, I saw a glimmer of self-doubt. We'll see if he's able to pull here.
Fantastic insight there by PFT. I had missed that smirk. The smirk usually means they know they're in trouble here.
But if anyone can do it, it's Big Cat.
Great leverage play there.
He's got movement on row 6.
He's got the experience.
Block 38. It's out.
Oh.
It's out.
Nice.
Steps back.
Be the block.
Regathers
Be the
his
block.
thoughts.
Be the block.
And attacks that right side. Another big time move by Mr. Cat.
What's the third row there, Jake? The third row is a little sloppy. That's going to come into play if Billy's able to get this one out.
Back to Billy football. He is 1-0 in his career with a win with PFT a couple of weeks ago.
Scratching the block, it seems.
It's back off. You're a legend. Yep. Pull it.
Oh, it's coming
Pull
down.
it. Just pull
Billy
it fast. 'Cause If you
resets.
pull it fast, then it can't fall. That's science.
Now chiseling with his
That's
right
science.
middle
That's
finger.
How gravity works.
So wait
if
a
you
minute.
fucking
Check
rip
out this
that
bad boy.
thing, you'll be totally fine.
Oh, Smitty called that out. How about the teamwork?
Great coaching from Smitty. Wow. He was mad at Billy 10 minutes ago, doesn't care anymore, knows their teammates. Might have had a great find.
It is a team sport after all. Billy continues to go to work with the chisel formation.
That did stop becoming an easy chisel, though, halfway through. It is not moving as much as it did in the first couple hits.
But remember, Jeff, we've seen Billy audible to blocks mid-turn a couple of times today.
Billy's not afraid to reverse anything. That's true.
It's not even moving.
It's interesting to see though. It's like the mid-90s Bulls.
Pull it.
When Jordan punched Steve Kerr in the face, they've seemed to have
Take
buried the
chisel.
hatchet on this
Be
team.
the block. Be the
Smitty's
block.
happy, saying, "Be the block, be the block." Billy dressed with the aesthetic of a 13-year-old waiting for his dad to pick him up from the pool.
Billy with about 5 pieces of gum on his left cheek.
Jaw has to be hurting.
Out.
Oh, that's going!
Oh! I believe that's legal!
I can't believe what I saw down here.
Oh, it's still going!
Simply amazing.
You can hold
Be the block.
It's one hand.
Be the block.
That
You
did
can
happen
hold
last
level
week
base.
against
We've
Big
seen
Cat.
it
Tommy
before.
Smoke
All
saved
right.
it last week, I believe.
Be the block, sir.
But he must retower.
Billy is
Turn
one with
not
the
over
tower.
yet. Could Billy pull off the unthinkable?
Oh my goodness.
He's built different.
No.
Oh, it's gonna be
it's
tough.
just all you. This is
gotta let
crazy.
it go.
This is crazy.
No,
Give a countdown. Give a countdown. This is a ridiculous rule.
he's got to find a way to position that thing to stay when he lets.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, top of a double hanger.
Shut the hell up.
You can't come in the batter's box.
The game is over. The game is over. We've heard from the booth.
Thank you. Come again. Good job.
Almost.
Mind over matter. Mind over matter.
Simply incredible. It's a privilege to work here.
Unreal. And Jeff, that was something we have never seen before.
The game is
Billy
over.
has
Eddie yelling
pulled the
with game
losing
is
block.
over.
38 blocks in. It is official. On your play, Barstool app. Congratulations to the 44% of you who took Billy, and the 38 block mark was picked by 21%. Jeff, Billy did all he could, but it was not good
Yeah, I
enough.
wasn't even close.
He tried to
That's the
keep it
other thing.
staying
You
up.
guys
Big
are-
Cat actually had that happen last
Yeah,
week.
you
with
guys
Tommy
are. You
Smoke.
guys. Your argument isn't even close to real.
That is clearly
It's
a
not even
Billy
close to real.
losing block.
Watch it again. Watch it again.
Arguments
Watch
are
it again.
pointless because the game is over. He had a valiant
But
effort to
let's
keep
just
it
show
on
it
its
just
feet.
so Billy realizes how stupid he is.
Guy in the sky.
You're
All right, we're gonna
stupid
send it
idiot,
down the
Billy.
stream with
You
PFT,
should
who's
feel bad
within
about
the winner
yourself.
circle with
You
Big
should feel
Cat
bad
and Jam. But
stupid.
another
He
look.
looked- he
No,
looked
it's
at
coming.
us.
It's going right now. Ready?
Look at
And
me.
it's
I look
already
overhead.
gone.
Down,
That's
down,
gone.
gone.
That's gone, you
No, it's
idiot.
not.
Look at it.
Clearly a Billy violation. They weren't even in the.
I can't believe you're actually arguing
You're
this.
in the box.
I
Not
can't
valid
believe you're
whatsoever.
arguing.
He's
No,
saying
no,
that the
no.
tower is not down until the blocks hit the ground.
Let's unravel what we just witnessed. PFT, you're in the winner's circle with our winners, Big Cat and Jim.
Yeah, it was an incredible game. Now, Big Cat, the entire round, Billy was saying that he was getting in your head
Yup.
because you weren't able to get in his head. Is that true?
No, I mean, you saw it. He cost his team the game. He made Smitty, he had a violation at the end, and then that last, turn, he fucked up. But let me just say this. Jim Florentine, incredible Jenga player.
Yep.
Incredible Jenga player.
Jim, that was a tremendous performance for your first time at Soulstream Stadium. Were there any nerves?
Oh yeah, it was nerves, but Big Cat helped me out. Said pick this block, pick that one. I know if Billy would have stacked that right, there's no way that thing would have went over next time I went.
Yeah,
I was praying for it to go down.
Yeah, but there was no chance that wasn't falling. Billy's an idiot.
It was 4 tremendous
I didn't know
Jenga
how
players.
you could just hold it and then keep it from falling down.
Billy, his strategy is to basically invent rules as they go on and wait until somebody calls him out on being illegal with one of them. So as long as it's a borderline call, Billy will get the benefit of the doubt. But great job today here in Soulstream Stadium.
Thank you.
Back to you guys up in the booth.
We're going to send it right back to you.
Back to me.
PFT, with our losers, Billy and Smitty. We've got to go through Billy's mind on that turn. What are you hearing?
Well, you're going to need a miner's helmet, a pickaxe, and about 17 hours to get through Billy's mind. But Billy, why don't you tell us exactly what your thought process was there on your last turn?
Laying bricks.
Okay, laying bricks. Also, Billy, I'd like to know what your strategy was with the gum and just acting like a max douche in general.
Well, I kind of played it up a little, just because I thought Big Cat would talk a lot more
Whenever
smack.
Billy has to come up with a character, he just decides to be exactly himself, but a little bit louder. Smitty, what was it like dealing with Billy as your teammate? Was there any animosity between you? I noticed a couple untoward glances here and there.
No animosity. When you deal with an untrained puppy, you got to understand that it's not housebroken. So last time I had to deal with Gunny Balls with his physical capacity, and now we had to deal with Billy in the mental game. So.
Okay, and Smitty, how would you rank your performance?
Failure.
Failure. You heard it here first, folks. Failure, max douche. 3 words to describe this team. Back to you in the booth.
All right, thank you so much, PFT. And Jeff, before we go over to our third and final match, we're going to get an overall recap from what was a very, very memorable match too. Let's take a look at Billy, who eventually pulled the losing block in block 38. 44% of you took that down. So, Jeff, what did you see as the biggest key? We saw your keys to the match. What was the one that ended it?
The key, honestly, I think for Billy was, I don't even want to say Billy's the reason why they lost. I do think his violation hurt the team a lot. Smitty couldn't really have a strategy other than just pull the first thing he touched. So I think the violation ended up hurting them. But Billy did all he could. Just like the first match. In the end, once you get to a certain amount with Jenga, you hit that point where no matter how good you are, you're at the will of the tower. Billy was just at the will of the tower. If that successful pull had happened, there would have been one block below the top, I think, 5 or 6 rows that was still pullable. The rest was not anything you could even touch. So at that point, it was one of the craziest towers we had seen. The fact he even kept it standing for as long as he did after saving it, which was allowed, is fascinating in itself. However, in the end, you can only do so much. The tower always wins.
So
the tower always wins.
Billy did pull the losing block, but remember, Big Cat now all alone in the 3-0 category. What out of his games do you see the biggest reason for that 3-0 record?
Usually it's the psych out, but it didn't really work there. Smitty and Billy did a great job. They're a team that should return again as teammates because they were pretty good together. The gum thing seemed to work. He wasn't fazed by his idol, Jim Florentine, who he's watched for years on VHS with crank yankers. But in the end, it comes down to the fact that Big Cat attacks the tower quick and early and always has a strategy. He's a great coach. Jim Florentine had a screw up pretty early on, had a violation, but Big Cat always telling him where to go in the process, and that's why he's probably the best in here. It's why he's 3-0. It's why he's undefeated and why probably a good pick whenever you're on that Play Barstool app.
Yep, speaking of that Play Barstool app, Jeff, 92 players remaining for our record progressive jackpot.
Seems like a lot
of $1,500. Remember, if nobody wins, rolls over, would be $2K on Monday. Go download that Play Barstool app, fill out your picks for Monday's table tennis match. All right, Jeff, it is time for our grand finale. We have a returning duo and a victorious duo from last week taking on a couple of returnees as well who have never played together. It's match 3, Casey and Feidelberg against Nick and Nate. What stands out to you in our grand finale on this Wednesday afternoon?
Well, they're all friends. Nate, Nick, two of the best friends in the office. Same with Casey and Fights. They won last week pretty valiantly. Fights was sick as well. He had peed his pants the day before, and they still won.
I had tonsillitis.
And Casey apparently had tonsillitis. I can't confirm that, but that is what she says. Nate
This
won
is, I'm just
easily.
going to acknowledge it. This is quite a dilapidated structure.
They already don't like what they're seeing so far with the structure. Just missing a block on
Twisted.
the top.
This would be a condemned building.
This is okay with you?
There is a missing block. Oh, PFT has it. Okay. Nate, part of the team that won because they accepted the disqualification of Smitty and Glenny. He does not care at all because his record is 1-0. Nick, I believe, is 0-1. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jake. He was with Marty on the inaugural stream. What was told was people said he was funny, though.
You fixed it.
Remember, Dave called him funny on that first one.
Right. All right, we're going to send it down the stream to the third member of our crew, PFT. Jeff, you know in baseball they have the ceremonial first pitch. I think PFT has a ceremonial first block.
Okay.
So I'm going to place the last block down here, but before I want to just educate the people at home. Maybe you're tuning into Jenga for the first time. You might be wondering, what is Jenga? Well, this is one Jenga block. It's about the size of 1 1/8 ice cream sandwich. I think it's about 10 times the size of a standard Jenga block played on the mini game. We're playing it on the big deal. And here it is, the last block.
That was beautiful.
Wow.
You always try to educate people at home. They want to know, like, how big is that in comparison to other things that I've have put in my mouth at some point? So, back to you in the booth, guys.
Very cool.
He had an ice cream sandwich 10 minutes before this started about 2 hours ago. So PFT, you might say silent reporting easy. Not at all. He had to have an ice cream sandwich before this to learn that fact.
No doubt about it. All right, it is time for our grand finale. A refresher for the order for our contestants. Feidelberg, Nick, Casey, Nate. Feidelberg, Nick, Casey, Nate will be our order. Questions 5 and 6 on the Play Barstool app. 92 of you out of more than 21,000 still alive for that record jackpot of $1,500 here on Stool Streams 5, presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. And let's start things off with Fights, a 1-0 participant with Casey. They did win last week. The 32-year-old from Fall River, Massachusetts will kick things off.
You changed my age. That was really nice.
I believe that's what you gave me.
I was 31 last time.
Oh,
I'm 32
right,
this
right.
time.
Yeah.
Absolutely already.
Were you doing the high arm cross to cover your crazy hard nipples?
It's
right
just
now?
so hard right now.
You can poke out a block with
John,
that.
you played last week. You were already 32.
I was
John's
32.
nipples
Oh,
are
yeah, I was
very
already
hard right
32.
now.
Never mind.
And that's because
Gotcha.
it is a frigid 70 degrees on the
It's
thermometer.
like 46
70
at the
degrees
most.
down. That is 22
It's so
degrees
fucking hard, it's crazy.
centigrade
I'm
down here
I'm
at Stool
so-
Stream
I'm
Stadium.
wearing full-
All right, I'm first.
Fights will lead things off. Fights, Nick, Casey, Nate. Fights, Nick, Casey, Nate. If they ask for the order again, well, I don't know what we're going to have to do.
They need to remember.
Yes.
Keep that in mind. Should be pretty easy to remember.
Fight starts things off with a quick
me?
move, and I will note. Yes, Jeff?
Me?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay, I will note. Fights did call out Nate on being a notoriously slow Jenga player. He wants fast pace from his opponent today.
Right, yeah. Fight Casey, they moved quick. Nate was part of the long marathon game. Now, Nate might be a bit of a ref arguer, but the rest of them do not seem that way. So you see Spider, a bit of a sigh of relief there on the sidelines in the stripes.
Yeah, Spider not as involved in that second match as the first. There was a near ejection in that Caleb and Roan match, but they did emerge victorious, as did Big Cat and Jim in match 2.
Be like, I match too much. I look too put together.
I don't think so.
So here's Nate coming off the win via disqualification. Jeff, and we mentioned that would be a big
See, I
storyline.
told Jake this. I was like, Nick's going to get in my
Because
head fast, and he's right lazy.
And Brandon took the win via DQ last week. Now, could it be a reversal? Could he
Who went
face that
last?
decision again? We'll have to see how that plays out.
Yeah, see? Nick's already doing it. He's already up to his fucking
Fights
antics.
is already getting psyched out by Nick.
It's like,
Nick's chirping on his outfit.
Nick is
Nick has
a
not brought up
savant.
how his chest looks like Rachel from an episode of Friends, but he's getting close to it.
Jeez Louise. So we were at like level 2 at this time.
Nate's stunned by the speed of this game right now. He's not used to that.
Right, and we mentioned how Nick is already getting in his
It's
opponent's
already
head.
me again?
Casey
Yes.
did call Nick a, quote,
Was that
savant
really?
at
This is crazy.
Jenga.
I
So
don't know, man.
we'll see
What
how
do you
that
think?
plays out as
I
Nick
wish I was
continues
on
to go to the
Nick's
opposing
team.
side.
Mike D'Antoni coached the Jenga team down here.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
Are there any comments about Fight's posture?
So by far the most
Is it bad
popular
or good?
pick to pull the
Bad.
losing
Is it so
block.
bad?
Feidelberg at 31%, Nate at 30%, and then Casey at 21, and Nick with 19. So relatively even across the board, but again, Feidelberg the most popular pick to pull the losing block, and Nick the least popular.
He's killing me.
A little surprised by that one.
I can't find a block name.
He's terrifying.
You're going to see Fights already rattled. When we get to our keys, you'll know why that is a massive part of the game.
Jeff, you led me right to it. Your keys to the match presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. What's up with that?
Yeah, keys to the match. The biggest thing for Fights, in case you remember, is that not everything Nick does is a bit. Not everything he says or does is some sort of wacky bit or game. Don't fall into that. Also, don't cheat. They did have violations last time. And for Nick and Nate, definitely do a ton of bits. Do as many bits as possible. Allude to bits. Make sure they think there's a bit going down at every turn. All Nick did was talk to Fights about his shirt. And already rattled is John.
All right, and Nick and Nate want to use their one of one timeouts. Remember, each team does get a timeout, so Nick going to converse with his opponent during his timeout.
Yeah. That would be ridiculous. That would be something you'd do.
Nick is so far
Oh.
into Fight's head already. It is scary. Fights is terrified of Nick's brain power.
Tittleman's crest on row 5. And Jeff, I do want to backtrack to one of your keys to the game for Casey and Fights. Don't cheat. Remember, Casey, the last 2 times she's been in the Triple S, she's committed a rules violation. 2 hands in Jenga last week, and then in Cornhole, a foul line violation as well. How important is that mental side for Casey and Fights to pick up another
It is.
win?
The hand's in the pocket already, though. That's the big sign. Her hand's in her pocket. She knows not to do it.
I wear pants with pockets on purpose for that reason.
Smart player, though she did hit the sky cam with a cornhole bag 3 or 4 times the other day.
Right, Casey falling to defeat via Trista in straight sets of
I
Cornhole.
hit
That
that
was on
camera
Monday. You
40
can watch
times.
that match and all of our other broadcasts on our YouTube page. Like, rate, subscribe to all of that. We are in Stool Streams 5 right now. Every match available for you on YouTube and each live broadcast on various platforms as well, whether you're watching on Twitter, YouTube, on the blog, anywhere. We appreciate you watching on this Wednesday. Facebook
You know how
as
in my
well.
head he is? I always stand with my arms crossed, and now I think I'm doing it to hide my nipples, and I'm not. I just always stand with my arms crossed, and it's fucking with me.
Just relax.
Oh, that was cocky.
Already the keys playing into each side in the right and wrong way. Nick and Nate got them exactly where they wanted.
Fights checking out nearly
No.
That is row 3.
We've never seen that happen before.
He caught it.
That would be a violation unlike anything we've seen.
He did. A lot of respect for the game.
Hitting it that hard, it's shaking.
Will you shut the fuck up?
And we have the bickering continuing.
Married couple
and
vibes.
By the way, Jeff, as they continue to yell at each other, Casey did say Fights does have the green light to call her a dumb bitch, but he is in the very select crew who is allowed to do that without getting mad from Casey. What do you make of that?
Yeah, it just shows their chemistry. They know they don't hate each other. They don't rattle each other. They are friends no matter how angry they might get at each other, which is not always the case for teams here in Stool Stream Stadium. That's why they're 1-0.
Right. The dumb bitch exclaim came when Casey committed that violation early in Block 3 last week in their defeat over Vibs and Robbie.
Nick,
Can I ask a question?
Nick dropping a lot of hums.
What I didn't realize that teams were changing and things like that.
Yeah.
So like, what do records mean?
Great.
They're individual records. It means everything.
Okay.
Big Cat all alone up top at 3-0. Smitty now 0-2 on rock bottom alongside Rhea.
Do you want me to?
Smitty and Rhea 0-2. Big
Yeah.
Cat all alone at
No,
3-0.
you're right.
Smitty the distinct, well, not honor, but Smitty
I
has
was with
not
Brandon
pulled the
Walker
losing
last
block
time.
on either one, I believe.
Right. But remember, team record, individual rule. PFC, what's going on down there?
There's some discussion of intentional cheating going on down here. I just heard one of the competitors say, "Fuck it, let's cheat once. We can get away with it once." I don't think they know the updated rule books.
Yeah,
We'll see
not
if they
allowed.
figure them out.
No, not at all. Remember, each of these contestants signed a waiver. They read the code of honor before our first broadcast. And there is a violation if you commit a violation because your partner will actually have to suffer and remove that first block.
It's real, and of course we know Nate is here. Nate will accept the disqualification. We've seen it done before. It's even greater than the match in the last one we saw, where Big Cat said he wouldn't accept the same with Smitty. Nate will accept this. You really cheating is not allowed.
Yeah, Nate did preach patience for his team to win. He wants the other squad to make mistakes. And Feidelberg with an easy eye on that Tittleman's crest, 5 rows down the tower.
A lot of groans. I don't know why. That was really not going to come down. Very interesting.
So we mentioned earlier how Feidelberg was the most popular pick to pull the losing block at 31%. On to question 6. Remember, it is fill in the blank. The most popular answer was 34 at 11.43%.
I said that too. I was surprised that Fights was the top pick because last time he was stunned by that, and then he won, and then he said the top pick again.
Last time I knew it. Last time I expected it. This time I'm surprised by it.
Fights with 31% of backers. Nate with 30. Casey with 21. And Nick is what the majority of our selectors believe in at 19%.
Fight's not a big self-confidence guy.
A verbal warning from Spider.
That was mean.
That was
It's accurate, but mean.
Great pool, Nick.
Creates another full slate up top. We're 18 blocks in. And remember, there is no range of blocks in this third and final match. You must nail it on the dot.
Not easy.
Not
at
easy,
all.
but 92 folks
For
still
$1,500 though?
How many people are left?
92.
Gotta be a challenge.
Oh, still?
Casey going with the woodpecker.
0-6 still alive too, or excuse me, if you're 0-4, you're still alive to win that gift card.
Now, Jeff, remember, it's not guaranteed someone will win the progressive jackpot, but we do know there will be plenty of folks who will go 0 for 6 and be in the running for that
0 for
gift
6,
card.
obviously easier, but still a bit of a challenge.
Right.
Casey with a 180-degree spin move, returning to the sidelines with a little bit of flair.
Different type of celebration. The block flip is the most common celebration.
Mr. T, why don't you just
I'd like to nominate Nick for best
We are now
dressed.
getting our official Spider involved for the third and final match.
That looks like a gift card? No, it looks like a 90s rock trading card. I wonder who that is.
It's his favorite.
Bribing the official.
It's George Michael.
George Michael, yes, he does love George Michael.
Nick is dressed up in his finest duds. He's the most famous Mississippi State graduate in the entire office, if not the world. Looking sharp.
All right,
good,
Nate,
feel
the
good, feel good
31-year-old out of Columbia, Maryland, having issues with what would be block 20, slowing down the vibe a little bit. Remember, Jeff Fights did call that out earlier on, his pace of play.
Yeah, Nate does want to slow things down. It's smart, though. That's why he's 1-0.
He was a part of our record-setting 1 hour and 15-minute match. And, Jeff, before we continue, another look at our official Big T, who is not accepting any bribes from Nick handing off the playing card in front of our monitor.
Yeah, watch Big T say wham to that George Michael card right here. Did not want it, not into the bribe. But he's not taken his eye off the card since then. So I bet he picks it up after the match, but he will not pick it up and take it as a bribe during it. He'll be thinking about it the rest of the way, though.
Tosses it like a Frisbee in the middle of Central Park. 20 blocks in.
Well, if there's one thing we know about Big T, religion's very important to him. You gotta have faith. Back to you, Jeff.
Thanks, PFT.
PFT note on Big T.
Down
Spider,
right
though,
now.
denying the card.
Yes, Spider, excuse me.
Yes.
Ooh. Fight's going to create what would be another hanger. 7 rows in. A little bit careless there. Could have backfired, but he creates another full slate.
Yeah,
again, he's not over yet. Nope.
We can go 3 down? 4 down. 4 down.
Spider says need to clean up the yard work up top.
That's good.
He's getting accused of being a little too haphazard
looked
there, but
at it, and
I
you're
don't
like,
think
"That's
there was
good."
much of a problem, honestly.
He's being a little lackadaisical with the block placement. This is just an excuse for me to use my favorite word, lackadaisical. Back to you, Jake.
Thanks so much, PFT. You learn something new every day. A new SAT word. Lackadaisical.
I don't know, man.
Could go lower. It's too wobbly up there. What do we got down here? This hasn't been touched
Nate.
yet.
Oh, Nate.
I mean,
Is that a rule?
Next time, that's a violation.
Next
time.
Not a
We've received
violation
a double
from our
verbal warning
official.
from
They talked
from
about cheating
Spider.
earlier. You don't see a fucking.
No, that was about 2 hands.
Here we go. I didn't expect it from
When we
this
use 2
game, but
hands,
they're
we
going
use 2
after the
hands.
ref.
You'll know when we cheat.
If Nate does it
They
again,
won't cheat, though.
he'll get
Make that clear.
a written warning.
They won't cheat.
And if he does another
you're
time,
right.
he'll get a disagulation.
I signed a paper.
They did sign a waiver and read something off a prompter. If you read it off a prompter, it becomes official.
Yep, they did
I didn't do
sign
that
it,
part.
so
Yeah,
anything goes.
I was at home that day.
Nick doesn't care about any of these
Great
hijinks.
job,
Nick,
Nick.
the one who's accused of bits. There's hijinks all around him right now, and he doesn't care about it whatsoever.
His bit is that he's just really fucking good at Jenga.
Nick's biz. He's wearing a nice pair of Jordans.
Oh, no more compliments, please. Make me feel good. guilty. For having.
Oh, John, this is not good.
Why don't you just use 2 hands?
No.
Casey also wearing a very nice outfit. It's Aviator Nation, which is ironic because you can almost see her navel. Back to you, Jake.
Thanks so much, PFT. And Jeff, remember, question 6 being the fill in the blank.
60 to pick.
Mr. T.
We actually have someone, looking at the stats right now, who picked 999. 2 people, indeed. That would be something.
That'd be a shame.
I mean,
How many down can you go? 2, right?
3 fucking ruined this for me.
But it doesn't
I think
have
I
to
may
be
know who
full.
that is,
Too
Jake.
close. It's too close to the top, you idiot.
no, it's not.
It's not?
No.
Alright,
You stupid fuck.
Oh. I know stupid bitch allowed other side. Not sure John will allow to be
I have
called a
not
stupid
signed off on
fuck.
stupid
Yeah, he's
fuck,
not.
just to be clear.
Interesting.
I'm up now?
Team issues here off the top.
So Fight's allowed to call Casey a BITCH, but reversal, not so much.
Yeah, John does not like that.
I don't like any of this.
Laughs it up. Already sent a note to HR, though.
And that's glue.
There.
Use your thumb.
That's glue.
Never likes that.
We've already seen so much from the team chemistry
it's
from
blue.
Fights and Casey, but Nick and Nate on the other end, when we talked about the team chemistry in our pregame interview with Nick, he said the only thing he has in common with Nate is that they have the
60
same
pick.
letters in their first name and they both start with the letter A.
My name's Eric.
They do like a good adult beverage here and there. High noons, preferably.
Fuck this.
I need hard
As
seltzer.
Fights grabs one.
Just 100
What's 60
calories.
seconds?
To pick a block.
This is tough. One, I can do 3.
He's gonna
4.
fucking knock this
4.
down.
Yeah, Nate's in his own head.
This is my celebration drink because you're gonna fucking ruin this.
Wow, Fight's calling a shot.
Oh, fuck, John.
That
Fights,
backfired.
what flavor of high noon hard seltzer you sipping?
We're doing a watermelon.
John.
Oh no, we're doing a grapefruit.
Grapefruit, high noon hard seltzer, just 100
Little
calories.
swivel action here by Nate. Quite a
Fuck
swivel.
you.
What?
Real vodka, real
Oh, you have to
juice.
pull.
I
For
don't,
real
I don't
fans,
want to make, I don't want
just
to make
like
the joke,
us.
Jake, that you always make about me. But if you want to make it about somebody else, that would be fine with me. Back to you, Jake.
PFT trying to let us know that
I
the
mean,
tower
this is a
height is now
bullshit
exceeding
placement.
Nate. Nate, who does stand at what he says is 5'11", 165 pounds.
I believe it.
Correct.
Now it's got to be pushing on this side.
That's
But
okay.
this tower is 7 feet tall, so it does.
That's
pretty
fine.
big.
Speaking
Thank
of
you
7
for
feet,
keeping
that
orders.
is Nick's listed
You can
height.
just turn Casey
7
on.
foot on the dot.
Nick was an athlete in college at Mississippi State.
That was kind of sexy, T. That was kind of sexy.
Did Big T
Yeah,
do
John, that
something
one.
sexy? Are you a spider?
I don't know.
Kind of happy I missed that one, Jake.
Yeah. And Jeff, one thing I will note, I don't think we'll see a hanging tower in this one, as the middle block has been
No.
extracted.
Yeah,
Do you
there
think
it
Yeah,
is.
that's unfortunate. You hate to
Slow,
see that, but
John,
that's just the
slow.
game sometimes. We've seen 2 today. You can't get greedy, Jake.
Right.
2 in one day is more than enough.
That's yeah.
My greatest big.
A much different vibe in the last 2 games, Jake.
Yes.
More
A lot
jokes.
of animosity in that one. But that's what High Noon does to you. It makes everybody feel better about themselves. Good
No,
vibes all
fights is
around.
chemically dependent.
High Noon hard seltzer. that
Let's give that straight.
He's telling the truth.
I would almost say that the base of this tower is less structurally stable than if it was a hanging tower, because we have is a hanging tower above a Tittleman's crest. Less stability on those blocks and on the table.
Let's push that in.
Yeah, that is
Let's get
Not
that
good
straight.
enough for Spider.
It's a sandwich split bice.
Now we're good to go.
Nick, a big fan of the split bice.
Nick's usual partner KB with that Nuremberg nudge.
That
He
went
won't be participating
way
today,
too
but
quick, Casey.
could have used a lot.
Come on.
Could learn a lot from that.
Pace of play, Nate.
No, I'm saying that's good job.
Pac-12 spread offense type speed from Casey in fights.
Yep.
Nate used to more of the Wisconsin slow it down Big Ten style.
Yeah, we're air raid over here.
I think Fights is drunk. It's legally intoxicating.
That's you.
Shit.
Oh no.
Back to Nate to round out the order. Everybody has now gone 7 times.
There's a lot of oh shit or oh no, but this is still pretty stable. I don't understand totally
Loser
why
of
they're
this game
concerned.
has
I
to
think
wear
we have
Nate's
some
hoodie.
ways to go here.
On
You got the church giggles.
They're making fun of his Blink-182 sweatshirt.
It's a nice hoodie, Nate.
It's terrible. Very soft.
Texture's not great.
No, it's so soft.
It's like very like silky but fake silk.
Yeah.
Like polyester?
Whatever.
Fashion shaming
Nate's
on
still
the side.
flat-footed. Flat-footed on the. Well, no, I see some daylight under the heels now.
Don't you dare. You stay flat-footed.
I'm gonna
Nate's
keep an
got
eye
an
on these
entire
heels.
slate to work
We've
with.
got one heel off the ground. Oh, there's a flush.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's great.
Good.
There we go.
Can I borrow those PFT?
No, these are my shoes, Nate. Want to switch shoes?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Nate.
No, it's fine. I don't want.
I'm not. I can't do that.
I don't
I'm
wanna
impartial.
I forgot to bring my tall shoes.
These are perfectly normal shoes. Find a new slant.
Match 1 went 39 blocks. Match 2, 38. As
How
you
big?
see on the 28 mark
We're at
of our third and final match.
There you go.
50.
Good placement, John.
Oh, sorry.
John, that was way too smooth.
Huh?
I thought you were.
Everyone always thinks I'm gonna knock it down.
No. I thought it was gonna be harder.
Ooh.
Fuck!
To get one out.
He found the loose one. Patience is the name of the game.
Great job, Nick.
Mr. T.
Spider once
We're good
again
there.
getting involved.
Whoa! He didn't touch.
Yes, he did!
He didn't touch.
I did.
He's admitting it. He's
And
admitting the
that
touch.
would
He's
be
admitting
a
the touch.
violation.
Actually, it's a
We
George
will get the
Michael
look
card.
to
Why did you
confirm
have
once the turn is complete.
So
He must
yeah,
not
so-
lose
Nick,
composure
one
as the
hand,
turn
one
is
hand.
still ongoing.
Yeah, he's got to focus up here. He's got.
Turn not over yet.
Nate, so
And
I
then
get
that
on
falls
top of
on
this.
Nate.
Yes.
This is the
Nate's
second
gotta go
time this has
first one.
happened to me.
Yes.
Nate survived the last one though. Came out the winner.
Via
I don't
disqualification.
fucking know. I'm not fucking Robbie Fox. I can't just see what block is or loses.
Nick's violating hand now stuffed into his sleeve.
You can put
It's
that down
tough in
and
the middle.
move the other ones if you need to. Yeah.
But
have
remember,
to
if one of
wonder if
those
maybe some of
blocks
the,
falls, it's a Jenga.
The least
Some of the
exciting
losing
Jenga, but
attitude
it is in
follows
fact.
the
a
All
man
right,
who
we're
wears
going to
that
look
sweatshirt.
at this
Yeah.
potential
Yeah.
violation. We're going to look to see this violation.
Stop. Hang on. We got to replay.
30 blocks in. Nick admitted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right
double
there.
touch. There
I don't know,
again,
man.
he admitted it. Nate feels like he doesn't, but Nick, a man of integrity,
Nate.
he comes into this room. He respects the game. He respects the competitors, those who are trying to win.
Can I go?
It's tough to see, but it's not over at all
Wait,
yet.
one
It does
second,
fall
one
on Nate though in the next turn.
All right. You're good to go.
Here's one more look at Nick's violation.
Wait, hold on.
Whoa.
Tough one.
Very obvious right there.
Yeah, he had a bit of an underhand
stopping.
cusp of the block. It hurt him.
30 blocks in. PFT is with Nate.
Nate, I'm down here with Nate. I just saw that rule violation. I saw your heart sink. You are going to have to deal with the consequences of that. How do you plan on attacking the tower next time up?
I trust Nick. I know he didn't do it on purpose, and we're just gonna take it one block at a time.
One block at a time, block by block. Story of Barstool. Back to you, Jake.
Thanks so much, PFT. All right, Casey will resume this match. 30 blocks in.
That little time out there for PFT may have helped Casey because she went for a block towards the top that was pretty glued in. Now she's changed course.
Certainly could have played a factor.
And again, let me remind you that Nate was put in this position last week and it didn't matter.
So
he was able to
I can
counter
only
the violation
touch
and they
one,
still won.
right?
I think we have one more chance, right?
I can only touch one block.
The first block Nate
Okay.
touches on his next turn, he must extract. But right now,
No,
the
come on,
spotlight's on
Casey.
Casey.
Not a big deal, Nate. You got this.
Casey just stole Nate's block.
A potential
That was
Tittleman's
Nate's.
crest on top of a triple hanger on that fourth row, the highest you can go.
Punch out from the other side. Very gradual.
Nate was eye fucking that block, and Casey just stole it from him.
Casey's nails a little longer, has a bit of an advantage there to chisel it. Nate rooting for this to fall over.
It's way
Nervous.
too fucking quiet.
Yes! Fresh slate to work with.
An emphatic John, yes, can be heard whenever he does it.
Oh my God, I'm
Rumbles
sweating so
throughout the
much.
city.
I can only
Fired
touch
up.
one. Like whatever one I touch.
Back to the bottom of the order for Nate, and remember, he is facing a team violation. First block he touches, he must take out.
I'm gonna take a little time here.
Oh, I know.
Nate going to rely on his slow pace of play to get through
I
this
think
turn.
this one.
He can get away with it with what he does.
If I can
He's slower.
wedge-
He will be eventually put on a clock, but he's a slower player. He likes to analyze.
I can only touch one.
Yeah, it sucks.
First one.
60 to pick.
All right. Nate is really taking his time. I, for one, don't blame him. You gotta focus.
There's no way of knowing.
He just said
No,
it.
I know. Which is why I don't understand why you're looking.
This is impossible.
I don't know. That's
We've
what
seen
they're
it
saying.
done before where the team with the violation has survived. And Nate really letting it to his head right now.
Once I touch it, how long? do
No,
I
not
go?
impossible. Not impossible at all. I have to disagree with PFT there.
Except there's not a rule.
I think
Got
this
it.
is
You're just
over.
making it up.
I think Nate's brain is
You
already
think just
quit
middle
on it.
right here?
That's too high.
Oh fuck, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. All right,
That
we're gonna
was
go
a
with
double
this one.
violation. Nick saved him there, so now Nick is back at even ground.
Touch and Fights had his eye on that one. Ease for Nate right now. It's out.
Wow.
He had one block.
Me. Always said he had the strongest intuition.
And he
It's out. Big time move by Nate. And before we continue, a look again at Nate facing the violation, but no issues with that Eastern block.
Patience pays off. Fights stunned as he walks by as Nate pulls it. Nate was trying to get him to pull the block quicker. He was saying, I don't even know why you're trying. It doesn't matter which one you pull. Nate was patient. He waited it out, and it did matter. He found one so easy that it was effortless.
We are 8 rotations deep, 32 blocks in. Back to the top of the order for fights.
John, that second one that you hit kind of moved a little bit.
Good call, Case.
Chisel with the middle finger. No issues whatsoever.
Easy peasy, lemon
Trying to
squeezy.
drop it in the middle.
Oh!
Damn it, John.
That one's on
Risky
PFT.
recover.
Fights is definitely
Still has
drunk.
some work to do.
He's 100% drunk right now.
Again, the block drop is super risky, Jake.
Yep.
We've seen it topple the tower before.
One-handed.
But he survived.
One-handed.
Big redemption for Nick here.
33 blocks in.
If I'm Nate, I just might do that same strategy every time. It worked so smoothly for him last time.
Those are some of the best retowers we've seen, Jake. Those are very tight in there. Sometimes it pays off, but then again, here we go.
This is row 4.
Nick
This
finds
is
it.
the highest you can go. Nick eyeing another Tittleman's crest.
I would poke it a little more. Nope, no.
Getting coached by his teammate Nate. Nate 1-0. Nick 0-1 in their careers.
Nate, I can't do it with you looking at me.
I don't know what that means.
Nick's getting a little stage fright
Chisels
right now.
with the index finger.
Just don't make eye contact with him, Nate. That's all he's asking.
Oh, is he going to do a double reversal?
Exhaling on the tower.
Good point.
Nick is still a little concerned with Nate staring at him, watching from the corner. He's a little cuck shy. It happens to the best of us.
I mean, what are we doing?
I think he's allowed to do
Checks
that.
out.
He'll probably get yelled at if he does that again, I'd imagine. Big T, or Spider staring at him.
Trying to take that crest out. Slowly.
Every time he stops, it wobbles some more.
It's out.
Clean.
Can go anywhere on top.
Surgical.
He drops it down to complete block 34.
Like a surgeon. Please, Eric.
Oh, yeah, girl.
That was so quick. I'm not prepared for this.
Casey now going to work. 34 blocks in. Twists it clockwise.
Interesting move.
No issues whatsoever.
A little razzle
Deep
dazzle.
into this match.
That was the only one I went for.
Wow.
Oh,
my God.
It is wobbly though.
This tower is leaning. Lean back. Do the rock, a Jenga.
So
One
Nate now
ball.
with block 36.
One ball skill.
Nate's match that he was involved in with a win with Brandon Walker against Smitty and Glennie. That one went 40 blocks deep.
Close.
But right now we are approaching that number.
See, this is the height thing. He's a little fella.
He's got to go middle on this one. He's trying to figure out the right angle.
You guys
I
might
would
wanna move this.
highly recommend one of two
Wait a
sides.
minute.
Come on!
Come on, he can't do that.
I don't know, waiting.
Wow.
That was
He
a very
buttons
timid,
allowed.
yes he can.
We heard from the control booth that he can.
There were rumors earlier in the match, in Rhea's match, that there was potentially an
anybody
apple
can.
box coming in here, so I think that might be
Fights, one
related
thing
to
you'll
that.
have to learn here is Spider is just a puppet of the man upstairs. He gets word directly from the commissioner.
He gets the blame.
Yeah.
Like when Toronto fucks up a call, you yell at the ref?
Yes.
I yell at you.
Yep.
All right, John.
He's a punching bag.
Nate with block 36. Is that good enough?
A little bit.
The other
Not
ones
enough.
are just
No,
mine.
the middle. That's good.
Still
Bit of a
going.
lean.
That's good.
Good. It's clear. 9 rotations deep. Back to the top with fights.
Where that came from?
Resourceful.
There was absolutely
is.
no hesitation
There
on
it
Team
is.
Nick and Nate
Holy
for using
moly.
the cooler as a prop. You'll love to see it.
PFT, what was the branding on that cooler?
What's
It's
that?
High Noon, I believe, right? It's
It
the
was
High
a
Noon?
High
Yeah,
Noon.
okay.
He was standing on the
Double
High
checking.
Noon.
High Noon cooler, yeah.
The Bucks just boycotted their game.
What?
What?
They're not playing tonight.
Oh.
In like protest.
Dude, there's a forfeit?
Playoff game. That's pretty crazy.
That's
Did they
sick.
lose?
I guess so.
Yeah, you lost, right?
Yeah.
That's
also
wild.
such a slap in the face to the Magic. I know we got them in game 6.
37 blocks deep.
It's not
as
supposed to be funny.
Nick with row 4. Remember that top block does count as a row. Now audibling for the moment.
Loser
He's
has to
in a
wear my
bit of a
hoodie
pickle
tomorrow.
here.
It's so
Can't do
mean.
that.
Can't. I just wanted to feel it, the texture. I'm a tactile guy.
60 to pick.
He's got the chisel. Some looseness on that 4th row. Now audibling to the other side.
We've seen this before.
Whoa,
Ooh,
did he
Billy
nudge it with
football.
his arm?
I don't know, but
Almost a colossal mistake.
We've seen that move from Billy Football. He's an innovator. You poke one way and then beep, beep,
Yeah, the pole
put in
reversal.
reverse.
big move.
I think he almost knocked it over with his arm, Jake.
Back to Casey, who was dealing with block 39.
Just keep a hand on the High Noon cooler.
I got you.
Oh, this isn't good.
More people, Jake, think that fights, if this team loses, will pull the losing block than Casey.
Casey
This
poking
is
and prodding.
not good.
9%
Poking and
though,
prodding.
actually.
Down to 85 players. But
Who
remember,
respects?
that 6th question, making it very difficult to win that record $1,500 progressive jackpot.
She's
I
a
mean,
little
there's
timid.
just not very many
Who?
options here.
Some weird
John,
noises
any
from
ideas
fights.
over here?
60 to
one.
pick.
Oh, Nate made those, excuse me.
Fights pointing one out for Casey.
Big wobble. Big wobble.
This is a record for them. Their last match and a win last week went just 33 blocks over Robbie and Vibs. But Casey fights the lone returning duo in Jenga.
That camera, no. Right. Yeah. So stand in front of that one instead, yeah.
I mean, this is fucking crazy.
Panic is starting to set in down here on the floor.
Casey didn't hit that time.
30 to pick.
30 seconds to lock in on a block
I think
for the
on that
31-year-old.
Yeah, I think I see that.
We've seen it. Oh, a twisted tower.
That's the first flash.
Jake, it's impolite
Twisted
to call
more.
out a lady's age.
20.
Oh,
Casey's still 29, Jake.
Just going by what we went in the
I'm actually
pregame interviews.
surprised that it's not.
Jake, you can only talk about what's been supplied to you. That's
Yes.
what's
Oh,
supplied.
no.
That's all.
Oh, it moved. It moved.
Top half shaking.
Oh my goodness.
Using nearly all 5 fingers.
Stay on this block.
We haven't seen a pole quite like that. She dug.
38 blocks in. Casey and Fights cannot win consecutive matches, and Nick and Nate on the other side, victorious.
Nate stays 2-0, and even more important on that, Nate stays 2-0 despite a violation. He's been able to stave off 2 violations. Nick, we know he was upset with the first time he lost, and now he gets his win. 2-0 moves Nate. 1-1 moves Nick. A great match, a fun match right there.
As we compute the final tallies on the Play Barstool app, we will send it down the stream with the 3rd member of our crew, PFT commenter, in a moment as you see another look at the Jenga here.
We hadn't seen a dig. She basically dug the block out. I thought she had a clean pole, and then all of a sudden, one little move. If you have a jersey swap on the sidelines.
Very nice. Great sportsmanship. PFT, what's going on down there? You are with the winners, Nick and Nate.
Nick and Nate, step over here in front of our High Noon post-game step and walk. You can step in the middle here. What was going through your mind, Nate, when you had to really step up to the plate? You could only pick one block. It looked like a lost cause, but you chose correctly.
No,
It's actually not
Nick
as
gave me a lot
small
of
as
confidence
those.
this morning at our meeting, and I just carried that with me. He's a great teammate. We had great opponents, but we were able to pull through.
Yeah, tremendous game. And Nick, for you, you were just lights out of the box. How important was it for you to get out to a good start?
Well, I've always respected Casey and her game, and it's always good to see John. But that's our opponents. They play to a high level, and that means we do too.
There you go. Mississippi State, most famous alum, Nick, just absolutely crushing here. Now let's go to the losers.
I like
Cool
that.
sweatshirt, John.
Thank you, PFT.
What was going through your head there at the end?
I
You
knew
seemed pretty
Casey
nervous.
was going to lose it. It was like there was 100% chance she was going to pull that wrong card. Not wrong card, wrong block.
Fuck you.
Wow. What? I mean, how mad can you be? Look at the blocks
But
on
you
the floor.
didn't actually
Casey.
think that.
Oh, I thought it for sure.
Casey, what was going through your head at the very last second when you pulled that block and it nearly fell down directly on your head before I gallantly and heroically pushed you out of the way and saved your life?
That I wish John's head was underneath it so it would have knocked his ass out so it'd shut the fuck up for a second.
There you go. That's good team chemistry right there. We love to see it. Back to you in the booth, Jake.
All right, thanks so much, PFT. Nice showing of sportsmanship by
Yes.
our 4 players. Jeff, final thoughts from this match specifically.
Great job. This one had the least amount of tension.
I would like that
But it
hoodie
was
back, though.
funny,
Yes,
a little
I'll give
comedy.
it back. Oh, you're not gonna take it? Oh.
Good,
No.
good sportsmanship, no intention of cheating, no issues. Liked all 3 of them. Great fun day, but especially Jake. You're gonna let someone know had probably a better day than most.
Yes, better day than most, as you see Casey pulling block 38. We are here to confirm the reports. Congratulations, A.M. Rusek, the lone winner of our progressive
All
jackpot.
15.
$1,500 to A.M. Rusek and a consolation prize of a $50 Barstool Sports gift card to Colin, C-O-L-I-N. A.M. Rusek, though, Jeff, $1,500, that goes a long way.
I want to know what that person was thinking, what Colin's thinking, as Billy is holding the tower up with his hands for about 15 seconds. Heart must have been in his stomach there, survives the whole way. I didn't think the game was going to end that quickly. Wins on 38. Incredible stuff. Congratulations to Colin. 3 rollovers, or 2 rollovers in 1 full competition. Big time win.
A.M. Rusek, the $1,500 progressive jackpot winner, and Colin getting a shopping spree of $50 to the Barstool Sports store online. That'll do it for our broadcast today. Again, our 3 matches. We have 39 blocks in the first match, Rhea pulling it, and then back-to-back 38 block matches with Billy and Casey pulling the losing blocks. A.M. Rusek, the progressive jackpot winner, and Colin, $50 to the store. So that means the progressive jackpot will roll over to our next broadcast. We'll see you back here inside.
Still a lot of money.
The Triple S $500. It will reset. It'll be table tennis. I'll be included. Jeff will be included. PFT will be battling as well. But for now, that will do it for this week of Stool Streams. For our official Big T, our sideline reporter, PFT, and our producer, Hank, everyone else doing a great job in the truck. He's Jeff D'Lo. I'm Jake March. We will see you on Monday for table tennis, the progressive jackpot resetting to $500. Have a great rest of the week.